Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
Here's a little Pogues action for you. It is silent now, but the ghosts still haunt the waves, and the torchlights on a famished man the fortune could not save. Did you work upon the railroad? Did you rid the streets of crime? Were your dollars from the White House? Were they from the 5 and dime? And did the old songs torture you? Do they still make you cry? Did you count the months and years, or did your teardrops quickly dry? Oh no, you said 'twas not to be. On a coffin ship I came here, and I never even got so far. They could change my name. Thousands are sailing across the western ocean to the land of opportunity. Some of them will never see fortune prevailing across the western ocean. The bellies full, their spirits free, to break the chains of poverty and offense. Desert twilight, in the depth of afternoon, we stepped hand in hand on Broadway, like the first man on the moon. And the blackbird broke the silence as you whistled it so sweet. And we landed there, his footsteps I danced up and down the street. And we said goodnight to Broadway, our best regards. Took our hands to Mr. Cohen, Times Square's favorite bar. And we raised a glass to JFK and a dozen more besides. And when I got back to my empty room, I suppose I could have cried. 1,000 are sailing again across the ocean, end of opportunity, lost the tickets in a lottery. Postcards were mailing of sky blue skies and oceans, from rooms that daylight never
That's a hard song to memorize and learn.
Yeah, I should play it more than once a year. And hello to everyone. And I'm going to do this real quick because I've got to change my background. And we can't have that. So everybody do. I want to be in my regular bar. Okay. And here I am in my regular bar. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the show. That was me, and I'm doing, I play live fairly frequently on Laurie's show anymore and some others, so I'm gonna been working on picking clips. So that was the first one, and clearly that one's got some weird sound issues. I need to do a little work on that. But anyway, that was the first little experiment of that, and yeah, where everybody knows your name. Speaking of knowing names, I know all you guys' names, so let's say hi to people. Let's say hi to Gary Hubbs. How you doing? Let's say hi to the dog paw. Hey, Wes, Rich New Design. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Live to Fly channel. Frank Terzo. How you doing? You watching hockey up there, Frank? Man, the Canadians just beat the crap out of Buffalo. Home ice is not particularly proving effective in that series, it seems like. David L., how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, Rhett, the Mix Club. What's going on? Paula. Italian balls. So there you go. Let's see, Poison Whales, how you doing? Good to see you this evening. Who else we got? Oh, Coldacre, good eye to you, one of my moderators. Good to see you. Gary being the other one. And Leela is my auxiliary when we want to have a moderator threesome. She's the third mod, but she's usually doing dinner and stuff during this show, so she comes on later. And I'm rolling. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, it's because my eyes aren't great and I suck. So there you have it. But okay, there's a newbie. Hi, Sunshine Archer. How you doing? Good to see you. And where Sunshine is, Pole Vault is usually lurking. So, yeah, Pole Vault sent me a picture, Dane, and it was not a weird picture, but I can't remember what it was. I looked at it and laughed, and then I had a brain like a gerbil. So, oh, there it is. I'm refreshing myself and what it was I chuckled me. Oh yeah, he got himself an electric fly swatter. He was really happy with that, and I've had one for years. I use it on the wasps that wander into my house. So they're fun. They're not very good for actually hitting flies unless they're big and slow, but they're great for wasps. So yeah, hey, James Myers, just in time for a break. So doing good. Yeah, somebody take the wheel. Pole take the wheel, or Sunshine take the wheel. Somebody, Jesus, somebody take the wheel. All right. Yeah, well, I mean, Buffalo's kind of Baja Canada anyway, or Canada's Baja Buffalo. I'm not sure which. Depends. Yeah, the game is over, as they say. I won't ruin it, but other than I basically told you Montreal won. Wan? Guess who's tired? This guy, because speaking of hockey, I was up last night. My oldest son was in town, and took my wife to the hockey game, the game 5 of the Avalanche versus the Minnesota Wild. But not just took her to the game. Got on the glass seats with the catered. He's got a buddy at the company he used to work for here in Denver. Got season tickets, very nice, box seats down there, fully catered, the whole nine. And he worked a deal with this guy and bought the tickets, and I don't think they were cheap. But that was the Christmas present. So my wife and my oldest son were there while my youngest son and I were here watching the game. Gotta say, didn't look good. Wild gets up 3-0 in the first period. The goalie's playing terrible. So is the rest of the team, basically. So goalie gets changed, and the goalie that came in is my favorite goalie. I think he's the best goalie on the team. But I told my son Sean, it's like, he's got to be perfect for us to even have a chance. And he was. And we scored 1 goal. And then the game went on. We got 1 goal in the second, so it's 3-1. And I'm thinking, if we can get 1 more goal before the second period's up, I think we're okay. We did not get a goal. And then the third period started, and we still did not get a goal. And time is ticking on in the third period, and Sean and I are thinking, well, it's not our night. But we're playing pretty good, but we're not putting in the net. And then with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left, we get another goal. So it's 3-2 with 3.5 minutes left. So we pull the goalie, and with 1:30 left, McKinnon basically shoots a puck in the size, an area that could fit a mouse. And we're going to overtime. And then, of course, we almost lose the first drop of the puck in overtime, but we survive it. And we come back, score 4 unanswered goals, hold them shotless almost, basically for 2 periods, and win the game and kill the series. And there was much rejoicing. And my son bought a nice bottle of whiskey, and I got to say, there was a little bit of evaporation last night because but they got home about 11 something, and we discussed the game and looked at the highlights. And I don't think we went to bed until midnight. And then Junior had to get up and had to be at the airport at 8 a.m. So we got up at the crack and drove him out there because he had work calls and everything. So he had to get through security by 8:30, which he did. And he did his business and flew back to Spokane. And it was a good weekend. Very good. That's right. A couple of scars. I don't think I have any new scars. But I also am the dude that every once in a while looks down and go, "Oh, bro, you're bleeding. Where did that come from?" But other things happened this weekend, which we'll get to. But anyway, hey, I just saw Jerry Gomes. What's going on? How are you? And Josephine, Beef Woman, has joined the show. So howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Allie Gratilia is here. Hi, Allie. So I'm trying to make sure I don't miss people as the chat rolls on by. But yeah, the hockey, the Avs move on to and we'll see who we play. Going to be Vegas or it's going to be the Ducks. And if Vegas wins tonight, it's Vegas. If the Ducks win tonight, then they go to a game 7 and we play that winner. But like Carolina, we're just chilling to see what happens. And that's a good place to be. I'm enjoying my hockey team, and I'm enjoying it while it lasts. And I hope it lasts till the final of the Stanley Cup playoff, and we're victorious and hoist the cup again, because that'd be good. That would make 4 cups since 2000 for the Avalanche, and that's pretty good. Well, all right. I'm trying to think what else I threatened on my show to talk about. I think the elephant in the room, and you guys saw the background because I was snuck into Laurie's house, is did I trash Laurie's show? Laurie was worried. And because she knows me, that was not an unreasonable worry that she would come back to find her show in a flaming pile of smoldering ashes after I guest hosted last Friday. But I'm pleased to report that we did not burn her show down. We didn't get any copyright strikes. We got a couple claims, which, because we played some covers. Now, I didn't get any claims. I played all originals, but we played a couple covers on there, and so the usual, but that happens every show. That was good. Nobody had excessive potty mouth. No nudes inadvertently flashed on the screen. No one showed their collection. So it was good. Laurie came back and the show was fine. And handing the keys to the Ferrari to me fraught with danger, but I handled the show responsibly. I even put a little gas in the Ferrari. I mean, not a lot of gas because you guys seen the price of gas. So yeah, but I got out my eyedropper and I put a little gas in it. So and it was still $30. But returned the Ferrari to the garage. There's no dings, no scratches. Engine still runs. It's all good. So Laurie's show tomorrow will be up and running perfectly, and look forward to joining her tomorrow night and just hanging out with her and the usual cast. We didn't have everybody because, yeah, Hugh came on. Nobody broke anything. Coldy was on. Hugh was on. James was on. It was all good. Nothing got dinged. We didn't have all the usuals because there's a couple people that I didn't have emails for, and Laurie forgot to send them out, which is understandable. But because, and I think everybody knows this, Laurie's son graduated from Berkeley School of Music, and I think it's Berkeley College of Music. Anyway, I watched the graduation ceremony. I watched all the speakers. She sent us the link, and I got to say, it was really well done. And they gave honorary doctorates to a couple pretty famous musicians, and it was really a good ceremony and just a neat thing. And her son Cameron graduated with very good grades this last semester, so she was a proud mama, and as well she should be. So, yeah, Hugh had a little studio mishap, which was amusing. But I'll just say this: Hugh is strong. Don't mess with Hugh. He can snap stuff right off, and not even think about it. So yeah, don't arm wrestle Hugh for anything, because he'll whoop it. Yeah, congratulations, Cam, and very proud as well. You should be, and I get it. I had just a wonderful weekend with my fellas this week. It was great to have Junior in town. And yeah, we really enjoyed one another's company. Yes, Hugh has very strong hands. Somehow. Okay. Need to get in watch mode. A little picnic action. Picnic has become a part of our lexicon, but I can't for the life of me remember what the acronym stands for. It's some form of operator error, but I don't remember. I mean, when the guy said it irritated me, and so it didn't register what the acronym was actually for. It was just like, hey, don't be an asshole, dude. And chat's moving fast. I keep missing on the clicks. Yeah, and that was my wife's present going to that game, and that was a good time. Oh, okay, that's what it. Problem in chair, not in computer picnic. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, see, Doug Kidder knew it, and hi, Doug. Good to see you. And Coldacre knew it. So, oh, and Gary knew it. So everybody knew it but me. I just couldn't remember. That's right. You were actually first. You were numero uno, but we had correct answers all around. Now, in Laurie's absence, she did show me the wheel. We didn't end up using it because I don't know if you guys know how much work Laurie puts into that show. I mean, she designs these quizzes, and it's not like she goes on the internet and just grabs some crap off. She populates the wheel with the categories, she writes the questions, she does a lot of work. And I determined I could work the wheel, and I determined it with just enough time to go, I don't have the answers to any of the questions that are on the wheel right now. Yeah, we're not using the wheel. So I had access but not ability, and that's why you probably will never see the wheel on this show, because I would have to actually spend some time setting it up and come on, more than 3 minutes before showtime. So, and I was out this evening, a little kind of late into the chair because I was watching them put a new driveway in. The city is going through my neighborhood and they're putting in new sidewalks and everything. And I heard via the grapevine that if you talk to the contractor, they would give you a price to do the, your driveway or your walkway. And my driveway was in horrible condition, as was, and it kind of hit my bank account. But I've got a brand new driveway, brand new sidewalk, and brand new sidewalk is the city's problem, but walkway up to my front door, and I was very happy about that. It looks great, so it made sense. Yeah, and we missed you, Doug. It's always good to have you on, but I get that. I wasn't feeling terrific myself after doing Laurie's show and then doing my show on Thursday. I just did not make GMAs. I kind of hung in the chat for a while, but I was not up for playing. Yeah, there's lots of absolutely picnic. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, Laurie does. Laurie works hard. She puts together a very good show for you, the entertainment consuming public out there, and she's to be commended for that. Someday, I'll put a little more effort into this. Well, someday I'll have a little bit of time and I'll have a little bit more effort for everything. I am trying to add material to my channel, like you saw. I'm clipping shorts, and I'm halfway there. I'm not very good about actually posting them, but I've gathered the material and I've edited videos and everything. So, yeah, well, yeah, and I've mentioned the last couple, the work-life balance, and I love my job is great. It really is, but it's taking up even more time than it did before, and it was a 50 to 60 hour a week job previously, so putting in a little bit more. And I've also got to talk to my boss, though, because I didn't see the ACH for this last one. I'm like, I ain't doing this for free. You know that, right? Need the money. I just got a driveway. So help a brother out, boss. Make sure that payment is timely. So, yeah. Yeah, Laurie absolutely needs to be committed for many things. All right. Oops. Whoop. Trying to highlight a comment, and James Myers almost inadvertently got put in timeout. But I know better now. I have I have quick clicked people right off the program by accident. Can't remember who the last victim of that was, but so it highlighted, and I said, nope, 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 nope. I just want to highlight the comment. I do not want to give James Myers a timeout because James is a good guy. I saw Pookie in. What's going on? Frank, I pull a Griswold pretty much every day of my life. I am a walking Clark Griswold on so many levels. You have no idea. All right. And hellos. Hey, there's Mike from Rhodey's Jam Cave. What's going on, Rhodey? How you doing, buddy? Spaghetti is offensive with loads of parm. Uh, if you change the letter in parm, maybe it is. Loads of porn, but not, I think parm is great. I love parm. It's top three cheeses for me. Parmesan is great. Mozzarella is fantastic. And then three kind of varies. I like a sharp cheddar. Um, sometimes goat cheese, pretty fantastic. What's the salty one? Feta. Like I keep feta around. Feta is awful nice sometimes. Spag and parm, bro. There you go. He's got it going on. Yeah, no, it's just clicky. You were not really risking a timeout. That would have been picnic. Yeah, person in chair, not in computer. So yeah, that would have been a total picnic move on my part to give you an undeserved whacking. So I don't know, Coldy, is now the time? Because here's the thing: if I kind of show some pictures of everything and discuss my new guitar, I got to go backstory. The backstory has the potential to be a bit of a bummer for people. So, I'm a little. Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to because I need to share it with close friends a little bit first rather than just yipping it over the air. Okay, now's the time. All right. Well, one of the reasons my son came into town and took my wife out, and I think he got in Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and Tuesday he threw a pack of guitar strings at me, and I said, "Okay, thanks. Did you not like these strings or whatever?" He goes, "No, you need them because we're going guitar shopping." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Look, you need a guitar." And again, I don't know the. Well, I guess we'll just come out and thing. I've been undergoing a lot of medical testing in the last a couple weeks, biopsies, because I suspected that I had cancer, and in fact, that was confirmed by my doctor. Now, I want to be very clear with everybody. I'm fine. It is a kind of cancer that it's very common in guys my age. They just monitor it. It's unlikely to spread. It is and unlikely to grow very hard. So I want everybody to know I'm fine. So don't freak out about it. It's just something that I have. And again, just something a lot of dudes my age have. It's not a big deal. But for my oldest, this is the second time in 20 years. I had testicular cancer in 2008, and beat that, I've been clean the entire time, and it's kind of the same thing here. It's there. There's no surgery involved. There's no radiation. There's no chemo. We do nothing. In fact, there is some debate amongst the community, the doctor community, whether they should even call it cancer, because while it technically is a cancer, it doesn't always behave like a cancer would. So, and that's where I'm at. There's a range, and I'm in that low detectable, but so what kind of range. So anyway, I'm fine. And I want everybody to know that. Don't freak out. I'm good. But my son, his attitude was, hey, Pops, I'm doing well, and you need a fuck cancer guitar. Just in case things were to change, or, you've got a guitar that you can, when you're not feeling your best, you can play it. And I'm like, okay, so very generous, right? And we start thinking about, well, let's go to Guitar Center, and we get in there, and he goes, and I just, because I'm me, I said, so what's the budget? And he said, there is no budget. And I went, get the fuck out of here. Of course there's a budget. And he goes, unless they have 20 or $50,000 guitars in here, no, there's really, anything that you're likely to like is on the table. I mean, crazy, right? So walk in the door, and he knows that I love Firebirds. He knows that I've been looking for a P90 guitar. I really like Explorers, some Les Pauls, some SGs, I love Gretches. So we're kind of open. And so the first thing he hands me is a $2,500 Firebird. And I thought, get the fuck out of here. I cannot accept a guitar of this value. And he goes, well, if you like it, yeah, you're going to accept it and shut the fuck up. So I played it, and I hated it. It was a shit Firebird. It really was. And I went, well, we're both off the hook, son. I'm not spending the money of yours that I'm not comfortable with, and you don't, because I hate this guitar. And he goes, all right, next. And we spent a couple hours there. I played a Les Paul Studio that I liked. It was a new one, and it was good. And then I played a Les Paul Modern, which Chris had his eye on, and I like that one even a little better. But none of those guitars said, "Take me home." And yeah. Yeah, can he be my son? Yeah, right? Yeah, he's a good kid. And it just, there's something he wanted to do. So we ended up spending a couple hours there, and there was just nothing, because I think I've mentioned on the show, I'm super picky. I'm not that good a guitar player, but I'm super picky about it, which it is what it is, right? So we come home, and we look at a different Guitar Center. I scout online. I actually put my boys on it. Gary and Coldy were looking at guitars with me, going through the websites and picking out some possible ones. And this is for Coldacre. That one Vox guitar that you sent me, that had their version of the P90 in it, that thing looked kick-ass. Well, I get to the store, and I show it to the guy, and he goes, well, here's the deal. A lot of our guitars are warehouse only. We don't keep them on the show floor. We can get it sent here. And I thought, well, that's cool, but I'm not, I can't wrap my mind around playing a guitar that I didn't play, because they're so variable. Again, I played probably 30 Les Pauls, and I like 2 of them out of the 30. Every Les Paul in the second Guitar Center we went to, had P90s and everything. I just didn't like it. I physically could not play the guitar well. It just didn't work for my hands. And, but the first guitar that we pulled in that store was, again, another Firebird. Now, this was a used Firebird, and I played it for a couple minutes and I thought, holy shit, this is a really good guitar. I like this guitar a lot. And it sounded great. It played great. So I played it for probably 15 minutes and we put it on the stand and we're trying other guitars. Tried a couple Les Pauls. None of those fit the bill. What else did we try? I wasn't looking for Fender. I've got a Telecaster. I've got a Strat. I don't need a Fender. So I was primarily looking again for a P90 equipped guitar or a Firebird or possibly, and they had a nice Explorer there. But again, this thing was like $2,200, and I was like, he would have pulled the trigger on it, but I just couldn't feel comfortable with that. So I didn't even take it off the wall. But played a couple other ones, and then I found a Gretsch Falcon, and it was white, gold hardware. Oh, daddy likey a lot. And so I played that one for a while, and I really liked it, but I'm doing my usual testing and checking the frets and everything, and I'm hitting the G string, and it's buzzing. It's fretting out. I went, what the fuck? Now, when I fretted it, it didn't. And I kept checking it, and there was another guitarist in there who was looking at Super Strats. And I said, you tell me, I don't think that this nut isn't cut right. And he goes, nope, that's exactly what it is. And the Guitar Center guy confirmed it. I was like, what a bummer, because that guitar I loved it, but it had to have a new nut cut. And so I wasn't going to screw with that. It's a brand new guitar. So, yeah, I know you love hitting that G string, don't we all? So I didn't go for that one. Now I found, and the Guitar Center guys were great. You know, you want to talk about Guitar Center and they suck and everything. Well, some do. The first Guitar Center we went to, I wasn't impressed with their inventory, and I was not at all impressed with their staff. Their manager was pretty good, and he was trying hard, but his employees just... And part of it is, too, the way that Guitar Center is set up, it's got really high ceilings, so all the good guitars are really up high, so they got to get a big ladder and get it down. And they're happy to do that, but it took time, and a lot of the guitars were not in tune, and that's a personal piss-off of mine. We were on a limited time, and I spent more time tuning the damn guitar so I could check it than I did actually playing it, and that's a no-no. Now, with the second Guitar Center, the guitars were all accessible, and by and large, they were all in tune. So if you're listening, Guitar Center, get your shit together. Highlands Ranch Guitar Center, no good. Colorado Boulevard Guitar Center, good job, boys. But the guy that was helping us out said, hey, you know, that Falcon is a single cutaway Gretsch. We have the double cutaway model, and it's the thinner body. And you might like that one better. So he goes in the back, gets a brand new one out for me, unwraps it, and he just says, look, I've tuned it, but they're brand new strings. They're going to be, you know, they're going to probably vary on you. And I played it for a while, and I loved it. I mean, it was a good guitar. But I like the sound of the bigger body, the single cut, better. And I ended up finding another white one with a little different finish. It was a sparkly one. And again, we were there a couple hours, and my wife was with us because I was taking them to the game after, you know, if we ended up buying something. So it came down to, and I'm going to show you right now. No, not share screen. I got to go to the right place. All right, so it came down to this guitar, Gibson Firebird, and I forgot what year it is. It was built sometime in the last 20 years, but I think it was purchased by a collector because it had no wear on it, no pick marks, and when they brought the case out, the case was absolutely brand new, pristine. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's like it never, not a scratch on, no dust, no dirt, no nothing. It, and I opened the case and it was the new car smell in the case. It was incredible. You can see in the back here, that was the one of that Falcon that I was talking about. So it came down between that one or this one, this Gretsch. And they're both really pretty guitars. And I loved them both. It took me about an hour to decide which one to go for. But it came down to this. Because my dear wife was there, and she's my guitar pusher. And she said, well, you've wanted a Firebird for a very, very, very long time. And she said, you got a book coming up. You conceivably could come back and buy a new Gretsch. But that Firebird ain't going to be here. And I thought, you know what? Right, you are. You're a genius, honey. And you're exactly right. I've wanted a Firebird for a very long time. And this matches my Thunderbird. It is the same finish as my Thunderbird bass. So, June 1st, because it's used, and that's Colorado law, I will go back and pick up that guitar which my son generously purchased for me. And I got to tell you, it made him at least as happy as it made me. So I'm good with it. So you will see me playing a Firebird here with some frequency. You're certainly going to see it in the videos, and you'll be hearing it on some of my new originals because the sound of that thing is kick-ass. It's a very, very cool guitar. So there you go. There's my guitar story. Yeah, exactly, right? Hey, some guy, what's going on? And yeah, when I get it, I will absolutely give you guys when I get it, and I pick it up Monday, June 1st. So on the June 4th show, I will absolutely play the guitar for you guys. Well, hey, I may still end up going with the Gretsch because, it's brand new. It was more than I've paid for any of my other guitars, but, I ain't getting younger, and I might just have to get one because again because it had that much denser body, and my wife was listening to him. She goes, the thinner one sounds pretty much like the Ibanez you have, doesn't it? And I said, you're exactly right, honey. This gives me no difference from what I already have, but the other one has a very different tone. So that Gretsch will fit in nicely if I choose to go back and buy it in a couple months. But he said it twice. All right, I'm going back in the chat. Yeah. Am I fussy? Yeah. Well, Cold Acre, and I know you are too. I mean, it's got to be the right guitar, but when you know it's the right guitar, it's the right guitar. And, you don't want to pass on something. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if with the thread, yeah, I absolutely could use a new nut. But yeah, the Falcons are. I mean, that was a cool guitar. I really dug it. So, that could join the stable at some days. And again, I'm not a guitar collector. I'm not looking to hoard things. But just increase my versatility range in things that I can record and just have fun playing it. And I do have fun playing. And I try and play a little bit every day. Last couple weeks I've not. And but there you go. Yeah, just get your son to buy one. Well, yeah, I'm very fortunate. And his attitude is this. I rebuilt his house here in Denver. He bought a house and it had been flipped poorly. And so I played contractor at his house for probably 6 months and fixed all the things that weren't done properly. And when he ended up moving, selling that place in Denver, he made it a pretty good profit. And so he took my wife and I to Europe as a little thank you. And obviously we put him through school and some of the other things, and he's done well. He has a master's degree in finance from Boston College, and he's doing all right. And so this is his way of saying, "Hey, thanks, folks," and can I do something nice for you? And so yeah. Yeah, it just depends. Now, trades are one thing. I got to say, the guys that did my concrete work out there, they were a pleasure to watch because those guys, doing concrete work is a bitch. It's physically very demanding, and those guys were chiseled. They were, and they worked so efficiently, and they just had I don't know, there's probably 8 of them, and they just go through the steps, and it's just fun to watch pros work. Well, and it's because I had the thought, because the P90 is something I don't have in my arsenal, but Fishman apparently makes a kick-ass P90 pickup, and this may be one of those situations where I just find a guitar that I like, that I think plays well, that they would fit into, and I replace the pickups, and I get my P90 sound that way on a guitar that I really liked and played well. Because yeah, it was weird. You guys probably know, man, they built a lot of different Les Pauls over the years, and there's at least 4 neck radiuses and designs, and the modern has, and I can't remember what the term is, but the radius varies over the course of the neck. That's one of the new modern things, apparently. But the old 50s Les Pauls don't have the same neck as a lot of the 60s ones, which don't have the same neck as a lot of the newer ones, and they were all over the map, and I could absolutely feel the difference as I was playing them, and some of them I just didn't care for at all. Um, okay, well, good to know, Frank. I've that's all I've ever heard is people that have them really dig those pickups. Yeah, I like your Gretsch. I think that's a pretty cool guitar, Doug, and I like the sound of it. So yeah, hey, Les Nagy, you missed the guitar chat section, but okay, I'll check. Dogpaw, never heard of them, but that again, I've never been in the market for it before, so I wouldn't have heard of it. Well, you never know. Sometimes, yeah, absolutely. This crew they were great, and like I said, the city. I talked to the city supervisor who was checking the work, and he said, "Yeah, we love these guys. We just did a new 5-year contract with them because they're very professional. They're really good. They work fast. They work on the city's budget, and they do really good work." And so that was the other thing that kind of tipped me over. If you guys don't know about concrete, there's lots of different grades, and cities will specify a much higher grade of concrete because they don't want to be replacing the damn storm sewers and the curbs and the sidewalks every 10 years. So this is like a 30-year rated concrete. It should be good for 20 to 30 years. So I got city grade concrete in my driveway. So I'll be dead and gone, and that driveway will be looking sharp. All right. Have I missed anybody? All right, I'm going to quick play a song that I wanted to play last week, and I'm going to make a little adjustment behind the scenes here because my backdrop is driving me crazy. And so I'm going to play one, and this, I think this one's been hanging for. Yeah, this is Sal Caruso that he put out, I don't know, I think maybe 2 weeks ago now. And Sal stops in the show every once in a while, but I really like the sound of this song. So here's, I think, the latest from Sal Caruso called Higher Game.
Logan's got you losing again. Fast to catch you in that midnight train. Heavy burden, a heart like stone. Forever destined to be alone. Weary travels in a mundane land. Feeling lucid but locked in a trance. Howling back and asking at the stars. Not enough, you never look so far. You're playing a higher game. Two souls never touch the ground. Looking for that home you never had. Still searching for the peace you never found. Now it's all just pathos and vain. Your solitary pain. Back to the yellow fields from whence you came. Storm along your path wish you were dead. You were one of these but change your ways. Then they will seal back to the rolling hills of endless green. You're playing a higher game. Two souls never touch the ground. Looking for that home you never had. Still searching for the peace you never found. You're playing a higher game. Two souls never touch the ground. Looking for the home you never had. Still searching for that peace you never found.
And I'm back. That was Sal Caruso, Higher Game. Good song. And I've got A dude. What's going on, Dougie?
Yeah, I'm here at Laurie's house, and there's whiskey bottles everywhere, Chris. I mean, come on. You did not clean up your mess.
Yeah, way to out a bro. Let's. How bad was it? How bad did I trash your house, Laurie?
Trash
Really?
the freaking place, man.
All right. Well,
Dougie was an accomplice for sure.
well, I got a little liquored up by the time Hubs came on. So yeah.
This house will do that to you
Yeah,
I gotta
exactly.
get out.
on a Friday night. Yeah.
I gotta get off. Hey guys, how are we doing?
Hello. How are you?
Welcome to the show. I'm good. I got a new guitar.
I know.
Right
I was
here.
listening. I was like, can't interject
Yeah.
with the gear talk. I have no comment.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Yeah, it's very cool. Now I will comment on something.
Hi, everybody. I got a
Not
pop-
that. Not this.
What?
Stolen at a gig. Having your guitar stolen
Oh.
sucks so badly.
Yeah, I've had that happen before.
Most of us have been a victim of it. I told the story of my victory bass that was stolen.
Yeah.
That eventually found its way home, but
Yeah,
it wasn't
Mine-
worth having once it did.
No
mine
one ever
found it.
stole my keyboard.
Yeah, well, that's good. But
I've never
don't
gigged
leave it
you.
in your car and watch it. If you ever do a live gig, you got to keep your eye on it.
Yeah, I told you about mine, right? About my Roland G770, the weird one that came out in like 83 or 84. I can't remember.
Right.
Andy Summer was, anyway, it got stolen off the stage in Boise, right? And everybody was upset but me.
In Idaho.
Yeah. And yeah, so anyway, it was such an unusual guitar that within 24 hours it came back because it went to a pawn shop and the police were looking for something that bizarre, and
Yeah.
lo and behold,
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I can't pick up my guitar, because once they sell it, then they're on the clock and in my state, and they have to run it through and make sure it's not stolen, blah, blah, blah. So,
yeah.
and I'm fine with that, honestly. I would, the karma of playing somebody's stolen guitar, I would never want that in a million billion years.
No.
Well, who steals anyhow? Yeah.
Well,
I remember Cam's
thieves.
Rockabilly band. He had that. It was the signature. What's the guy's name? Anyhow, his favorite artist, signature guitar in the back of his car, and he couldn't find it after a gig. Everybody's like packing up. The car doors are open. Couldn't find it. It was
no.
in his trunk the whole time. Like a week later, he found it. I was like,
Oh, thank God. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
now
Brian's.
having a guitar in your trunk for a week is not great, but better than stolen.
We played it that night and packed it, but with the chaos of like packing up and all that, he's like,
Yeah.
it's gone. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
That is a bad feeling. Well, we came in rehearsal and in the middle of the break-in. So we walk in and like one of our stage monitors is sitting in the parking lot. We went, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So we go downstairs to our rehearsal place and the door had been kicked in and, we're missing a bunch of gear. And we went, well, shit, they're doing it right now. So we haul ass up there. And they left the one monitor, but there's a car hauling out of there. And so they got my bass, they got a guitar, got all our mics, one of the other floor monitors. Yeah, so.
Yeah, if it would have been my Strat or something, I would have been very upset because that guitar I'd probably never see it again, because it's not unusual. That Roland guitar was so unusual that thing is going to get picked up right away.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and everybody's
exactly.
going, well, how come you're not upset? Well, I'm not upset because really I didn't like the guitar in the first place. So if it never comes back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys watched Jade the other day, but and this might be something that I don't even realize. Maybe you all do, but there's like a tracker thing that you can put inside your gear.
Yeah.
On your
Yeah,
bike.
now there is. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. That wasn't
Fucking
like
brilliant.
always the case. That's not like That's not like old technology.
Yeah, they didn't have it in the 70s, Dougie.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I lost my bass got stolen in '84, so no.
That's when my guitar got stolen. Was '84.
That was the people
Yeah.
were stealing shit.
It was a time of
good year.
rapid stealing guitars.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, I guess. And I would say that, if you were doing a live gig or something, I would absolutely AirTag my stuff. But, you got to charge those things too. So it's not a thing where you can hide it in your case and forget about it, because eventually the battery will go out and then it doesn't work.
Yeah, but those batteries last for like over a year. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's good. Well, again, you just have to tuck it where it's not obvious.
Yeah.
And
and I don't know how well
well.
those batteries handle like 35,000 and then back down and 35,000 and then up and down. I don't know.
I don't either.
Well, Jade was saying she actually sews it right into it, so they can't.
Right.
So she must have to sew it to change the battery, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Or charge it, depending on.
Charge.
Yeah, you have the Air Trackers, which is the Apple product, and I get ads all the time for it's like, we're better than Apple, and it's USB charge. You don't have to do the button batteries, blah blah blah. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for running the show. I didn't watch the whole thing. You know what? I trust you so much. I didn't feel like I had to.
You know what? You could watch it just because we were friggin' entertaining. I ain't gonna lie. We were really good.
And you know what? I forgot about sending the email out because I didn't even think it was going to happen until you said you would do it. But
yeah,
I think it was great. It was intimate with you guys.
Yeah, no, it was fine. A little less panel chaos which is good because
I wasn't there, right?
No, not just
no over talking.
You get enough bodies in there, and everybody wants to contribute, and sometimes it gets a little.
Yeah, but I'm a good ringleader. I tell you guys.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not as good a ringleader.
You gotta just be like, shut up.
Yeah.
Or Brett has the best clip of me giving him the dirty eyeball when I was doing my snack. I'm like,
yeah. Well, Rhett got booted last time, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I had to. I put Rhett in timeout for a few minutes there because
you saw the look on my face too.
Well, that's it. I'm like, Laurie's
like, we only have 2 hours.
Laurie's firing shots over the bow, and he was full speed ahead. And I'm like,
my big drunk on one beer, I could even detect it.
Yeah, Toucan Sam was in rare form that night.
That was fun. Well, I promise you, people, if you tune in tomorrow night, I can't promise you, but you may not see tongue tricks.
I think we've done enough of the tongue tricks.
Did you guys see in my community song that I just did with Frank Terza's awesome, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous song that he wrote with Shauna, that I included the tongue trick scene?
Yeah, I did see that.
It's hard to see because it goes quickly, but
yeah,
I loved it because we were all laughing our asses off, and that's what it's about, right? It's about having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I said I need to put that clip in there because simultaneously 9 of us were cracking up at Doug's tongue close up.
Yeah.
Well, Moses was the way you had us placed too. That's what made it really cool because Moses was right next to me at the very bottom, and he's like going, "Look what he's doing." He
started doing it, but I didn't even notice him doing it until the replay because I was so focused on your nasty taco tongue.
Well, and I was pulling extra vacuum. I was pulling extra vacuum in my mouth to make it look like, to make it. All he was needing was those little things that an insect has, to make it really.
Don't do it again, please. You've enough.
Oh, Christmas Eve browsing.
Guy, how you doing? Hi,
He's
Gary.
tabbing around.
Hi, Les. Hi,
I've got a fly in here, and I don't want.
Oh,
you see me waving at him.
Oh, that was what I was going to say too. I heard that earlier when I was watching on TV eating, and it was like, and you were talking about those electric fly things. I killed a fly today with my electric fly swatter thing.
It's hard to do. You can get them.
Well, no, you know how it's easy when they land on the window and you can kind of trap them in the window.
Yeah.
That's what I did. That's
how I get the wasps. Yeah, they always want to be on the window, and I just put it over them, and they fly into it.
Yeah, and fry a little bit, smoke, and dinner.
Exactly. But no, he's going to irritate me the entire show. But fly swatters are upstairs, so I've got plenty of magazines around here I could roll up, but my
That's true.
clumsy ass, I'd break my computer.
Well,
Thank
you know
you,
what?
Gary.
Flies and mosquitoes means it's getting warm. Thank
I'm
you for
glad that Gary recognizes that.
That's
Bam.
right. That's talent right there. boys and girls.
Yeah. Put those flies in their place.
Yeah.
That's
Kill,
exactly right.
kill. Yeah, that's my little cat. That's his thing. He's the bug hunter. And he got 2 spiders last night and some flying moth.
I watched my dog, or not my dog, the neighbor's dog. Well, every dog's my dog, but the neighbor's dog fly off the porch trying to catch a bee in midair.
Ooh.
That dog can catch balls in the air like pretty consistently.
So
you
can
know?
Chris. But I'm pumped.
Yeah. It's just too much effort.
For sure.
I appreciate the joke, but yeah.
Where'd Frankie go?
I don't know. Probably to bed.
Probably
It's,
bad.
it's late.
I'm hoping Frank comes on tomorrow night. He mentioned something Monday that I want to maybe be able to, but he was very quiet about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
Hmm.
Never know. Up, you know.
I still have things to do. The wheel takes a lot of effort, as you mentioned, Chris. I have new categories. Like I still have some old ones that we're used to, duets and all that. But new ones where like, okay, now I got the category and I know what we need to do. But I need to, when you guys choke, which believe me, I would too. That's why I don't put it on myself. I need to be able to give you examples quick fire. And that I understand, Chris, is the hard part. Because you're like, okay,
Yeah,
I got
that's
the wheel
where.
now.
I was looking at the categories and like, I just don't have time to do this.
I don't have time. You think I have time?
Yeah, well, yeah, but you effort. I was basically my job was to not drive the friggin' show off the road.
It was awesome.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Beyond that, yeah, that was more than I was able to provide.
Yeah, I had a busy weekend, as you know, and then
I wasn't on, right? I wasn't on the show last week, right?
No, you said you were a little under the weather.
Well, that's what I was
Friday.
thinking. But if I wasn't on Thursday on your show last week either, was I? I don't think I was on.
That would require memory from
I was
me.
gonna
though.
say,
Yeah,
well,
I don't think I was on anything last week. I think I was just down for the count. All
Yeah,
weekend
I
long.
don't believe you were.
hello, how you feeling? You
Me?
look pretty in purple.
Yeah.
How are you?
I look. I'm in purple. This
Well,
is
I don't know.
blue.
It's-
It's supposed
Well,
to be blue.
it's has a
like-
purplish cast. Yeah.
It's
you know what
that's
this
my
is?
camera apparently because yeah. Ooh,
Can you tell what color that is? Because maybe the
I'm
settings
not
are-
colorblind. Yeah, that's blue and white. I'm just blue.
No, this is like a
Gray.
light green.
Your top? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it's light green.
Okay,
Really? This
Yeah.
must be my monitor.
Yeah, it could be.
it's okay.
Yeah.
My monitor is calibrated because of my yob.
Well, actually, both monitors. I've got it on both monitors, and it's like one's a delay. Of course, the one that we're at right now, same. Both are the same colors. So, and you're wearing gray, Chris. So, right?
Yes, it's a dark gray.
Yeah.
This
charcoal.
is my Mr. Incredible.
Yeah.
The best thing to do if you have OBS, that's usually
don't.
why
I hate
balance my
OBS.
white balance and all that. Okay. if you do have OBS, people, it says to hold up a white T-shirt and keep adjusting the balance until it actually looks white, not pink, not yellow.
Oh,
Well,
really?
that's called setting the white balance.
I
which you
haven't
do
done
with any camera.
I don't like to look pale, so I just click off. Don't white balance me. Let me just have like real skin. But I might look yellow here. I don't know.
Yeah.
You look more, well, you just look yellow tan compared to me, who just looks
Yellow
like Irishman red ruddy.
You look.
Well, most of the time I put a hat on because of the glare, you know. But
Well, I was out in the sun working a little bit. And it was hot in Denver the last 2 days. It was 90, 91.
90?
Yeah. Well, again, Denver weather's drunk. I had snow last week, so now
I
it's
know.
90.
yeah, it's cold here again. So suddenly, you know.
Don't white
But
balance me, bro.
don't.
Yeah,
cleanse.
we are. It's rainy and like 59 today, but this weekend's supposed to be 79 and sunny. I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I might get
love
some
the
rain this weekend.
yeah, we got crappy rain.
But yeah, I actually have to water my new driveway twice tomorrow because of the heat.
Oh,
What's
really?
that?
Well, the
Oh, so it
concrete
won't
has
crack.
yeah, exactly. It has a chemical reaction if it overheats because it's 90
Crack,
out.
crack, crack.
Yeah, my brand new driveway will be shit. So
Oh, that sucks.
got to go out there with the hose and sprinkle it a couple of times.
Yeah. Slow dry. Yeah. Exactly.
Indeed. So that's what's on my agenda tomorrow, and finishing sending you something, Laurie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have time to do anything with it, but I mean, it's
Oh yeah. You told me you were going to update everybody, and before you even could, our friend wrote to me. She's like, "I'm just so excited. Where do we stand?" I said, "Oh, Chris is
Yeah.
going to update you today." That was like 5 days ago. No.
no, it was I was going to do it today, and again, I ended up working with the concrete guys in all afternoon. So
Yeah, life, a lot of stuff going on. We are getting part of our house, this side, which is behind my computer, done. We have to get new shingling. We have to move the electrical box. We have to get brand new windows. And that's just half of the house. And so we had the guy come out yesterday, and I'm like, oh. I heard my husband talking to him, and I ran out and I go, I don't care how much. Just tell me how much.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what you're freaking talking about, what your plans are. But I know the guy, so he was laughing. She's got the wallet, tell her how much.
Oh, trust me, when I was talking to Hector, the contractor there, I said, okay. He quoted me what I thought was a very fair price, and I said, going to check with the Minister of Finance and make sure that she's on board. And I called and said, we need to do this.
Yeah. And, talk to her about the money, but I mean, my husband's a contractor, so he knows, and he works with this guy. Different projects. So he's like, I'll take care of you. I said, all right.
Yeah. Little insight always helps. Yeah, definitely. And it is the season, that's for sure, for all the stuff to be taking place.
Yeah. Spring
has
time
sprung
to work.
But,
yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, we could like do so much with that money that we're going to spend just on a window. And he's like, you want the house to fall down? So yeah, he keeps me straight with what the priority is to keep the house.
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, because of my contracting experience, my wife is like, you tell me what we need to do, and I'll figure out how we're going to pay for it.
Yeah. No, I trust him, but it's like, I hate to throw money into like something that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good equity, right? Yeah,
well, absolutely.
Home, but damn.
Yeah, and that was where, for what we spent on this, it was like, I hate pulling that money out of the bank, but we basically almost instantly got it back with higher house value.
That's what everybody tells me. Yeah, I mean that's
fact. And some things take
you're
a
always
while.
Investing into it with your
kitchens, you're getting your money back most of the time. With bathrooms, other parts of the house, you got to be a little more careful. But again, at the end of the day, if you're going to live there and you enjoy it, my wife wants to rehab the kitchen this next year. And she said, I want to have it.
To do my kitchen. Yeah.
We're not getting younger. I want to have it and have it nice, for when I retire and, until they cart us out of here on the stretcher. Like, okay, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Some people don't live in their forever home. I would like to live here forever, so I might as well keep it up. Yeah. Make it good for my child for when I move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how long we'll be here. We've been here almost 40 years now. So, we're not. And the tri-level keeps us in shape doing it up and down the stairs. So,
yeah. But you always talk about how small your kitchen is during holidays, but you guys got it down. But yeah, if you can.
Yeah, we got it down. No, it's you could put me on a sailboat or a yacht, and I'd I have all this room.
Yeah. My kitchen's pretty big.
Galley.
It's a big kitchen, but it doesn't have the counter space. I'm like, I want counters. I'm like, I want to cook pans over here. And everything's like covered by, I don't know, a toaster or a coffee maker or air fryer. I'm like, I need more counter space.
Yeah, that is my Achilles heel too. My work triangle is fantastic. Really is great. I mean, it's like a restaurant work triangle, but counter space is limited.
Putting things that you take out of the oven that are hot, like I put mine on like a dryer because I have a dryer in my kitchen still.
Wow.
But you use what you can.
Yeah.
That's right.
Slummy kitchens.
Yeah, give us the
Yeah.
thumbs up for this, for Laurie and Chris's old house.
Yeah, I have a puny kitchen now. I used to have, I've had a couple different houses that had beautiful kitchens that were just dreams to work in, but not anymore. Now it's like counter space is an issue. And
Yeah.
I'm a collector, so I mean, I'm collecting stuff to make counter space even less, so.
Well, I've got a pantry unit that I put in the garage that I keep my spare, like I've got an Instapot like everybody does, right? But I don't use it that often. So I keep that out there. I've got a food processor. I don't use it that often. I keep it out there. They're accessible when I need them, but the things I keep on my counter is the toaster, my stand mixer, stuff I use all the time.
Hey, Boomer.
My coffee maker.
Ooh, coffee. Yeah, that's a big.
Yeah, same thing here. It's my mom. So I got an air fryer when I first started keto, and I loved it. And so I was telling my mom one night, and she's like, my mom's the type of person you mention one thing you want, and she wants to buy it for you. Like, that'll be a Christmas gift. Huh? And she's like, let me get you a bigger one. I go, no, I don't have room for a bigger air fryer. I said, my little 3 chicken fingers are fine inside me. Like, I would love one, but I don't have the room. She's like, oh, you could store it. No, you can't. I get all the processes and all that.
Yeah, I used to get pretty guarded about saying anything about what I wanted around my mom, because the next thing a box would be on my doorstep or something. It's like, what
yeah. Which is sweet, and I know,
it's adorable. It is. Yeah, it's nice.
What do you get your kids year after year? Like, so you want ideas, but I'm like, I tell her, no, I don't want it.
Yeah, well, about the only friction that my mother and my wife have had in the last, I don't know, ever, is my mother is trying to declutter and downsize, but her house is like 3 times the size of mine. So she's trying to give me all this crap. And my wife is like, Madonna, our main level is the size of your fucking bedroom. Yeah. Wait, what are we supposed to do with this shit? Yeah. and my wife is not wrong. I mean, I'm going to get a dumpster here and put it on my nice new driveway and clean out crap, because I'm not kidding, Doug. I want to get a dumpster, and if I really am having a pissy day, I'll light it on fire. But I got to get some stuff out of here, man. And when you declutter a little bit, you feel freer. We've done it a number of times over the years, and you feel great. You feel unburdened. So I recommend, sometimes if you haven't used something for a year, you don't need it. You really don't. And I say that as kind of a hoarder guy. I look at stuff and go, why do I have this? I'm going through a closet and there's a motorcycle helmet in there. Yeah. Well, I sold my motorcycle 23 years ago. I don't need the fucking helmet anymore, and stuff like that.
It's just a lot of work to list it, though. Like you said, I'd rather I just want to chuck it. I would love to.
That's it. I'm not listing anything. I'm throwing it in the damn dumpster. Somebody wants to dumpster dive, help yourself.
Yeah. We had a neighbor who just moved away a couple of years ago who would bring us over stuff, but pose it as like he's being nice, but he just wanted to get rid of it. And finally, my husband's like, I don't want your shit. Like, I get enough shit here. Like, he said it in a joking way. He's like, we got enough shit here. And the guy was like, oh. But I'm like, seriously, he would bring over like ketchup bottles. Oh, my nephew was only here for the weekend and we got this huge ketchup bottle. We don't eat ketchup. And he'd like leave it in my house, like walk in and leave it. And we're like, stop fucking using our house as your dumpster.
Yeah. Some people feel like here's my crap and love my.
But you sure like to fling the mustard, don't you? No.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's why I told, and you probably missed that, I didn't wear the tuxedo on the show as I promised, because I was enjoying a hot dog and I dripped mustard all over and I had to take it to the cleaners and it did not make it back in time. So
that's fun. So there was a guy with a wife beater and a mustard stain on it on my show.
No, I did. It was at the cleaners. No, I put on a different shirt.
Okay, but did you really have a tux, or just like
absolutely.
You had the tux going. Wow.
Yeah, but
We
again,
were tomorrow night.
don't eat a hot dog with mustard in a tuxedo. That was dumb. I own that. That was not good planning on my part.
I have a tuxedo and I haven't had it out for 20 years, so I don't know if I'm sure it's still kind of sort of. It's probably actually it probably doesn't because I weighed a lot more back then than I do now. So
Oh yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Well, try it on. Wear it tomorrow. It'd be funny.
I'd probably look like the Talking Heads or something. David Byrne.
Yeah, in the big white suit.
Same as it ever was.
Big shoulders.
Yeah. Oh man, that was speaking of 80s guitars and 80s guitar. Man, the big shoulders.
Yeah.
The padding in the jackets. That was the thing.
Padded shoulders. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody wore them.
For girls, it was bigger. Like
Yeah.
Dynasty.
Everybody wore them.
Yeah, everybody was doing it. Dynasty and all the padded. I did not have pads in my jackets because, I already kind of look like a linebacker. That did not enhance my look.
Oh Christ!
Well, us girls, if we didn't have the money in like junior high, we would actually put like socks under there, and like just tuck it in and make them look bigger. I was like, that's so weird.
Pads, and I was wearing spandex with it, and I had multicolored hair at the same time. So
you are filthy.
I know it was just fucking gross, filthy,
No, in a good way.
The old spandex.
And you're not gonna find any pictures like that. You're never ever gonna see anything like those kind of pictures ever.
Aren't we lucky we didn't have phones back then and internet?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
No,
really, seriously, I'm really glad that we did not.
I skated on any number of things. No, that would
be evidence I would not want to have around for sure.
Torpedo my political career.
You could take a picture and go get it developed. I actually came across one the other day where we went mountain climbing with my youth group, and it was me, my sister, and her friend. Stonewashed jeans, pegged at the ankles with white socks and white sneakers with like Velcro straps. I'm like, and that's what I climbed a mountain with, like, because I was like, thought it was cool looking.
Yeah.
I remember getting up the next morning. Out, and you get up and you're waking up in the band house, and it's like your first thing you want something to eat. So you go down to the local store, and you're walking, and you're still in your band clothes, and you still got shit on that you came, and the aisles are just clearing. The little old ladies are just frantically running and scurrying. It's no problem. You can find anything you want because their aisles are clear.
Kidding you?
Now, there's something to that. I used to last minute Christmas shop, and I just wore my biker gear. And people, back when there were malls, and people got the F out of my way. Hell's Angels coming through. Let him get that scented candle.
Yeah. And me, they just thought I was crazy, because there was usually more than one of me coming along. It was like somebody else that was dressed
with
like
multicolored hair and weird
clothes. Yeah, usually my person that I was getting ready to marry, because that usually happened. But actually, it happened one time.
Okay, one time too many.
One time. That one time in band.
That one time, yeah.
That one time.
That one time.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it's great to have you guys. I mean, we haven't, the three of us, gotten together for a couple weeks now.
I know. Feels like forever.
Forever. Well, in YouTube time, it has been.
It kind of really has been. Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing my show tomorrow night for the first time in 2 weeks, and I'm probably going to talk about what you guys have heard me talk about 3 times, which is my son. But
this
is a huge moment, so I'm like gonna milk it. Yeah. In fact, I'm tomorrow. So yeah.
Family is important, I mean, we went through a period where we were a little estranged from my oldest son, and we've got all that worked out, and whatever fences needed to be mended, and we're just having a great relationship now. Yeah. So
love that.
Good thing. Hey, we got to say hi to somebody who's in the sunshine. Look at him.
Hi, B. Oh,
hey.
Light out. I can't wait for summer where it's light out. It's 11.
Yeah, look at that glorious beard shining in the sunlight.
It's so red.
Man, it's so light. It's like that must be that weird filter on your camera or something.
Anti-gray? Yeah. I don't know.
It's way darker here, and you're not that far away.
Oh.
What's up, B? When are you cutting that?
Cutting what?
The lawn.
The lawn.
The cheese. The cheese.
Cut the cheese.
Yeah.
When you're cutting the malarkey.
You're giving me a list, hey?
Larky cheese.
How you been?
Been all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Good day today?
Not too bad. Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Good.
Good. You're walking around your little community park there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those pretty. Oh, gorgeous.
Any bees?
Man, are you like recorded?
What?
You're the bee's knees.
It's
I don't
just
know
so
what
dark here. I can't believe it.
Hmm.
It's like really dark.
It's
It
dark.
looks
in
like-
here.
It's
Well,
gonna
again, he's
rain.
north. Being north of you by a couple hundred miles makes a huge difference in the light, Doug. I know this because every time I go up to my dad's place in Montana when I visit in the summer,
yeah,
it's
that's true.
much lighter than it is here in Denver at the same time. Oh, look
Ooh.
at that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Oh,
your
yeah.
garden? Or somebody else?
Azalea.
Gorgeous.
No.
Azaleas.
So, is that what it is, Doug? Okay.
I think so.
Very
Yeah.
pretty. Very
Beautiful.
straight.
Like the perfect magenta, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to say that is.
That's
If
not
we
a
have
rose.
our white balance correct, it would look
Not
like
a rose.
Yes. You can magenta balance your screen to that. Yes. If your screen was on CMYK. Yes.
Well, use
Yeah.
that flower to adjust your white balance because you know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
And then you get
So-
real skin. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Hold on one sec here. This is some pretty colorful stuff too.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are cool. Yeah, I grow those. I don't know what they're called, but I like them.
Oh.
Fire.
I find those in my freezer.
This is pretty stunning.
Yeah, a little marigold.
Yeah, okay.
And
I guess-
marigolds, here's a little gardening tip. If you're trying to grow vegetables and everything, definitely plant marigolds around them.
Dear.
Bugs, as a rule, hate marigolds. They are a
Oh,
natural
okay.
bug repellent.
Well,
So they can keep some of the pests out of your garden.
And I was going to ask if like some of these are designed to bring in the pollinators, right? Which
Yeah,
thus helps the garden. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Fuck all. I move bags of dirt.
Well, you
I-
know,
I eat cherry tomatoes. That's
I
pretty much
have
what I-
learned over the years hanging out with my wife, but yeah, I'm the Patty with the shovel and the dirt and the wheelbarrow. And I'm a happy guy.
There you go.
Move the dirt.
Nice.
No, seriously, you want to make an Irishman happy? Hand him a pickaxe or a shovel. He's not going to bother you for hours.
Nice. That's the garden tour.
I was going to say,
Well,
give him a little wagon so he could be a paddy wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you put him in the wagon. Well, that's good. Well, I appreciate the flower tour. Ours are just, we had our first Columbine yesterday open up. And that's the state flower of Colorado. It's a beautiful flower.
Yeah. What color?
Okay.
So, yeah, it's purple and white.
Oh, pretty.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
it's a
nice.
beautiful,
We get
beautiful.
daisies. They're I think are only annuals that come up automatically. And it's the first to pop is the daisies.
Yeah, well, we get tulips and the irises, and we've got a couple irises. The frost kicked everybody's ass, so we didn't get the irises we usually get. And we
Oh,
got
'cause it was so
zero
late.
tulips.
Yeah, so late.
You know what's better than roses on your piano?
Uh-huh.
Tulips on your organ. It just looks so pretty.
Oh, what am I doing?
I know two jokes, people, and you're gonna hear them all the time.
That's right.
Yeah. That's one of them.
That's-
Save your other one. Yeah.
Save it tomorrow.
Save it for the right time.
Yep, yeah, here's the Laurie Comedy Hour.
Save my family.
Where'd you get that? I did that song with Leanie. Billie Eilish song.
If Billie Irish was a cat,
Well, yeah. We're singing all over the yeah.
I got good songs.
Oh, Allie, are you allergic? I used to roll around in poison ivy just to prove that I wasn't allergic to it as a kid.
Ugh.
And I never broke out.
That's pretty
Yeah.
wild.
Ouch.
That's usually when you would break out after you did something like that.
Yeah, no,
Like 11
I know
years old,
I'm
we're just like going, see, nothing happens.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got to the point where I couldn't even go around this stuff because I would, yeah, I
Well-
had a few times. Always usually on my legs though, you know.
Yeah. I always watch for it hiking, but yeah, it's not fun.
I
I wouldn't
remember scratching myself to blood.
I
There'd be
wouldn't
blood in my sheets in the morning because I'd scratch and scratch and scratch all night
Oh,
long.
I hate that.
Filthy.
I get that from mosquito bites. Mosquitoes love me, and I get welts. And if I scratch them all night, I wake up with a bruise, like nail claws through them, because I don't realize I'm doing it. But yeah,
Yeah.
poison
Yeah,
every night.
it depends. There are times that I am tasty. If there's 2 mosquitoes in the county, they'll come find me. And then other times they don't bother me. And it depends on what I'm eating, I guess.
I'm diabetic, so I'm always tasty. Yeah.
My mom told me that the mosquitoes love Italian blood because we both like just break out with mosquito bites.
If you're enjoying the mosquito segment of the show,
Yeah.
please
Yeah, just thumbs up. Well, we're trying to diversify. We've had home repair now, and
We just chat. These things just come up.
Sponsored by Afterbite. Afterbite.
yeah.
Oh, what's the stuff you used to put on to get rid of the sting?
I think it was called Afterbite.
Not calamine lotion, maybe.
Yeah, calamine
calamine.
and that's
Calamine.
good for poison ivy and everything.
Your parents will put it on and be like blotchy pink stuff all over.
Yeah,
you.
that's calamine. Yeah.
Oh my, yeah.
But I like the smell because it just reminded me of, oh, my mom's taking care of me. And I go,
I don't keep that around. I keep Benadryl around for
Yes.
bug bites.
well, do they even have calamine anymore?
I'm sure. I mean, you can still buy milk of magnesia.
Milk of magnesia, fa la la la. Isn't that a commercial?
Yes.
I haven't seen a milk of magnesia commercial in decades.
Don't try to milk a veil magnesia. Oh,
It's still out there.
No, don't do it.
kicked.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta rotate.
Okay. Well, what you do on your own time is cool, Gary. Hi there. Yeah, now we've got maximum beard strokage.
Full length, yeah.
Yeah, that is a full frontal beard.
Fun to do. I guess I play with my hair as much as you do with your beard.
Everybody has that nervous habit. I drive myself nuts looking at the replay because I'm always itching my eye or adjusting my glasses. Or
I'm always doing my hair. Just
Oh,
my
man.
hand's gonna be moving.
I was watching. I forget which video it was. It must have been The Ceiling or something like that, where there's 3 of you on the screen, and there's a part where all 3 of us are on the screen at the same time, and there's like a note with a rest, and all 3 of us fucking push our glasses up at the same time. Yeah, it's like, fuck, man, that looks so retarded.
No.
well, and as many times as I've seen that video, I never noticed it. But of course, I will now.
Or push the sleeves up, or you know what I mean. You got a one beat to do something, and you're like preparing, right? So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny when people point stuff up like this, and I think I've told this story before, but there was a quite a famous female like country vocalist, and I don't know how she came up. My wife said, "Man, she always does the biggest inhale before she sings." And then I've never noticed it. And then as soon as my wife said it, it's popped out. I can't even listen to her anymore because, like, now you've ruined it for me.
I was gonna say, there's an Instagram account called that. Ruined it for you.
Yeah.
Totally.
Can't.
But it really, when you start listening for it, you go, you could cut that out of the recording process and not hear.
I've heard stuff like that before. Then you can't unhear it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Myself.
Yeah, there's something that's going through my mind right now, and I'm tempted to say it, but then I'll ruin it for everyone who likes this person because as soon as this comment was made about this person, I've always heard this in her voice from that point on, and it was like, and a lot of people love.
Who?
Do it.
I thought you were gonna tell us.
Stevie Nicks.
What did she do?
Ever since lamb chop, that was a term used for Stevie Nicks, was lamb chop. And here I go again.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could hear like anything.
Yeah. No,
And then I could hear, and then from that point on, I was like, I could always hear that in Stevie Nicks' voice.
Yeah, she has a very distinctive vibrato. Yeah. Not going to ruin it for me. Stevie Nicks' I mean, I like Lindsey Buckingham anyway, so.
Well, I still like Stevie Nicks, but I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I like a lot of stuff that she's done with other people like Don Henley and Tom Petty and that kind of thing, But,
Well, yeah. Well, remember both of those. That album, she wanted it to be a total solo album, only her music, and then ended up doing the 2 duets with those guys.
And great duets. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
I've been asked to do one of those, the Tom Petty one, and there's no way I can do Stevie Nicks. I'm like,
used to do the Don Henley part on Leather and Lace, and a long time ago.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Dougie, by the way, we need to do ours. Now that I'm the minute I finish a project, I'm on to another. I was on to another one tonight, practicing again after I put the Frank Turzo one out. But then I'm like, we have to film for us because we get the audio done. That's freaking awesome. But it's all you, baby.
There you go.
He's like,
what are you talking about?
Fuck, I knew it. Our song, our collab, our first collab ever.
You and me?
Yes.
No, Laurie and the Dumpster Fire that I'm starting in my driveway next week.
I've done a million songs with these guys. It's you.
Oh, what am I supposed to do now?
Film.
Oh,
shit.
I was going to lay off the drugs and the beer.
No,
I
was going to today, but it was like, when I do that kind of stuff, I kind of rely on the weather because I don't have all the lights I need, so I need the window light and the light and everything. But it was like rainy and shit today. It's like,
listen, I wasn't saying do it tonight. It just dawned on me. I said, oh my God, we have something going on. We should get.
I know.
Oh God!
But I get no direction on any of this stuff. It's like
or dog pot 5 years from now.
No, I will get something done within the next couple of days. I swear.
Well, you sound freaking amazing on it, and I want people to hear it. Really did a good job.
Well, thank you.
But no rush.
Don't believe her. That's a trap.
Take your time.
Yeah, she told me the same thing on my video, and I keep looking over my corner for 2 guys named Vinny and Guido. I'm working on the video. I swear to God, boys. Just need one more day.
I know.
Well,
projects going on at once. And
okay, this is what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about just killing 2 birds with one stone. Since I'm playing bass on this song, and I'm singing, I'm just going to play bass and sing all in one.
Can you do that? Chris Lane does that sometimes.
Huh?
Chris Lane can do that sometimes.
Well, why
I prefer that because it's less editing for me. I don't need 5 of you.
Oh, perfect. Then that's what I'll do because it's less work for me to just do all of it.
Can you sing and do bass at the same time, though?
I used to do that all the time. Yes, I can do that. No problem.
He actually performed the song that we're going to do. Don't tell him, Dougie.
I'm not.
He used to perform it.
Yeah, I used to do it a long time ago. But I play guitar in that band. But I played bass in other bands and sang a lot, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I can't. It's the coordination I do not have. I can't sing.
I played drums. I played drums and sang. I played drums and sang before, so it's like no big deal.
My boy does that. Yeah, that's
I love it.
That's hard, especially when you're doing quads for like arms and legs.
Actually,
Chris
when
sings.
you kind of get used to it, it's not that hard. Once you kind of do it and practice and stuff, it's
like any other musical thing. Now, not everybody can do it.
I love playing drums. Drums is like one of my totally favorite instruments because it's such a workout, and it's just like, I mean, you're hitting shit. I mean, how fucking good does that get? You're hitting crap,
I love it. Yeah.
And you're not going to go to jail, So, I mean,
that's why Hubs and I like hockey.
I wonder if James Myers can sing.
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen him on the show, and he kind of chokes during the wheel.
I think he can sing. I just think he's.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Yeah, no, poor James. He keeps getting stuck with things like I've never heard that song before. That makes it harder.
Oh yeah.
Again, I have to look at my list and like come up with some ideas before tomorrow, and I got to work tomorrow.
I got to say, if James is out there, I can't see the chat, but I see the kind of karaoke songs, and I'm not on screen, and I'm like, no, I 9 times out of 10, I've never heard it either. I'm right there with you, bro.
I know.
Look, here's a little hint. 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a song from the 80s or 70s for me. So brush up if you're going to come on the panel.
Yeah, right on in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
You knew Sweet Caroline, even though I didn't think Canada had it.
Oh, well, we just got it.
I was very surprised that you knew that one.
Yeah, well, they let us have it because they don't let us have Stanley Cups anymore. So they had to do something.
That was the trade. Is like, I'm sorry, you don't get a cup, but here, as a consolation, here you get this Neil Diamond song.
Once a game, you could play the song when there's a whistle. You know, how about that?
Yeah. It's like, we'll give you Neil Diamond and you guys can have Justin Bieber. And it's like, it just didn't work out very well for us.
No.
You know.
Yeah, no, it's that was not a good trade.
This just in. My family's home, so
okay.
Out of here. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, hi, family.
Hi,
everybody say hi. Thanks for coming on. Always good to see you. Tomorrow night, right after Laurie's show, the Parking Lot Warrior. Be there.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Sure.
The sun is still out even.
Ciao for now.
All right. Bye.
Adios, amigos.
And there he goes, Gary Hubbs.
I'm thinking about James. When the wheel lands on James, it's not always a song. It's he has to do something off the cuff.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes it hard.
Yeah. Well, be prepared tomorrow, Jamesy boy. Be prepared.
We might have to add a twist to these games. It's like, you know, James and I are behind the thing. Hey, do you understand this one? Yeah, I got this one. Okay, I'll take it. And we punt it back and forth, you know, because it always ends up with, you know, it's like he gets this ones that I know, and then I get something that he knows, and I have no clue, you know. So we always get something.
It's hard. Believe me, it's hard. But we don't expect perfection. We expect goofiness. That's what we're. But I mean, you guys, I have them written down, and I know what I'm going to ask you. You guys get it right on the spot, and you got to do it.
Yeah. And again, the old improv guy in me. I love the working without the net thing. Now I lay an egg every once in a while too, but
yeah, they're all. But you know what? The stupider the answer, the better. I think it's just.
And that's why you turn to me.
The wheel of humiliation.
Yeah, the wheel of shame. I have disgraced my family.
I have no pride.
No, I have Harry. I'm kidding.
All right, Gary, get him something to eat.
Eat something. Well, again, you're this close to thinking, would you stop eating? I mean, that's his boyo's right at that stage, and his daughter's gonna hit it too.
Don't eat your meat. You can't have your pudding.
How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
My gorgeous son today goes. He sent me a text. Mom, those keto cookies that you make and the keto peanut butter, can you send me the recipe? Now he's coming home. He's got his apartment for 3 years. And now all of a sudden he wants to bake. I go, honey, do you even know how to bake? He goes, well, we got a baking pan. I'm sure it's not that hard. I go,
it's a little hard.
I sent him for recipes. I go, do you even have measuring cups? Like, you just think he's going to wake up tomorrow and there's going to be like coconut oil, almond flour, measuring cups. I'm like, you know, it's 2 college guys in an apartment. You don't have this. But I sent it to him. And he's coming home tomorrow. I'm like, when are you going to do this?
Hey, well, he shows interest. That's cool. Well, again, maybe he'll get a little culinary skills going.
Yeah. I mean, he's been learning how to cook for himself much more. I mean,
not a bad thing.
4 years. I mean,
I got to say, a lot of the young women can't cook at all anymore. So, fellas, you know, if you can cook a little bit.
I'm so blessed that my mom, there was 5 of us and she's Italian. So every time she made something, she would want help, but she would show us, this is how you roll out dough. And this is how, and so I just learned that way. I knew how to measure. I knew how to
that's a huge advantage.
Like little things like that. But
I had to learn the school of hard knocks because, as I've said many times, I love my mother. She is the dearest woman ever. Awful cook. Awful.
Yeah.
And didn't love it. Or even like it that much. So if you're not passionate about it, maybe it doesn't get your best. And she had 2 boys, so it's like, look, here's meat, cereal. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, no, I mean, my family were all about the food and the celebration of food, and so it was always.
I had a bunch of Italians. Yeah.
She even taught me how to make homemade Play-Doh. So I used to make that for Cameron, like just make Play-Doh with flour and salt and all that, and this dye. And I used to make homemade Play-Doh.
See?
Les,
Yeah,
you have
I learned from my mom and my grandma, and it was kind of I learned how to make gravy from my grandma. She made the best gravy on the planet, and it's like
gravy. Are we talking red sauce, Italian gravy, or brown gravy?
Talking all kinds of gravy, everything from from roast beef type gravy to chicken gravy to whatever gravy. White.
Yeah, that was the last little hole in my game is my sauces, and now I'm a saucy mofo. Gravy, glazes, I make it all, and it's fun.
Oh, glazes,
pan sauces.
I remember it was a big thing when I was a little kid growing up to spend overnight with grandma, and we'd make donuts, and she'd raise glazed donuts, and I'd help her. I'd do the glazing part. My fingers were always burning because it was hot. Everything was so hot, and you're glazing donuts with hot.
It's in the roux, absolutely. Doug, everything you're saying is like, I'm getting a double meaning from it, so I should probably leave.
Well, I'm trying not to.
The glazed part of the glazed donut, and my fingers were hot. Awesome.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I need a Gary Hubs apron.
Yes.
Because I got my cookouts coming up. All right. Well, I'll get my ass to the merch store.
I think he has, right?
I need a Gary Hubs apron bad.
Yeah.
Because I've got a frilly pink one that I got as a joke. And then I've got my, manly barbecue man apron. I need a Gary Hubs apron.
For sure.
And then I might get a little less barbecue sauce on myself while I'm cooking. Maybe.
Well, if you're dressed up or if you're wearing white, you're bound to stain it.
Just ask my tux. Yes.
Yep.
Zero question.
My grandmother, it's so cute, but Italian grandmothers were like, watch, she's going to get sauce right here. Like, oh, it just drips right on her shirt. The red sauce.
Yeah. Better than mustard. Mustard's hard to come out.
On a
tux. On a black tux.
Oh no! Luckily my dry cleaners is really good, and they have rescued me multiple times.
Nice.
I should dig my tux out. I really should.
Wear it tomorrow night.
Try it on.
Yeah,
just for
I have the
fun.
cummerbund and everything, But I think my shirt needs to go to the cleaner. If I remember right. It was like one of those Tom Jones fluffy.
Oh, like the 70s prom shirt?
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Tom Jones.
Yeah.
I'm going to skedaddle.
She's a lady.
Are you going to skedaddle? Well, before you do,
yeah,
because I've been holding this.
Uh-oh.
And not what you think.
I've been holding my pee.
All right. Yeah, well, I bet you have. But I know how long this lasts, and I bet you can hold it for this. But here is the fantabulous Laurie Frank Terzo collaboration with all the community in it. So let's give this a quick looky. One wish.
If I could be anyone, I'd wanna be just like them, singing a song upon the stage, or Superman flying across the sky, or an astronaut drifting through the stars. If I could do anything, even for just one day, I'd say let's see just you and me, we'll play in the sand until the sun sets, watching our castles wash away.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Thank you for playing
Delightful.
that.
What a great song.
Yeah, really a good song. And man, the video editing, that was,
Thank
a
you.
lot of work.
Oh man,
Yeah.
tons of
Well, I
work.
mean, you know what the biggest, besides putting in 75 people of it, but making the collages, but I had clips of our show of 3 of like Frank's originals. So I had to take the whole 2-hour clip of our show, the 3 or 4 minute clip of Frank, cut them where I wanted them, right? So it's
Right.
not just like throwing it in and it's there. I had to cut it where I wanted it.
Yep.
Zimmering him and Shauna. So yeah, but it was so worth it because you guys are awesome. It's all about all of us. So sappy, but I love it.
Well, good stuff. Well, hi, James Myers.
Hi, James.
Hey James,
All right, now I'm gonna go pee. So
All right, very good. Well, hope
Guys,
everything comes out.
what are you
all
gonna
right.
do?
you're the best. I'll be lurking, but I gotta go.
All right, she's got to get off, folks.
Gotta get off. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Laurie.
Thanks, Chris.
Bye, Laurie.
Thank
See
you.
tomorrow.
All right. Well, there goes Laurie, and in comes James Myers. What's going on, man? We need
Muted?
your audio, good man. We ain't live streaming unless somebody mutes. Usually it's me, but
Yeah.
It's me. Yep, there we go.
hi there.
Hi.
Now we,
How you doing?
now we can hear you.
Hi. What's up?
Well, we're here and we're not having a beer, I don't think.
Nope. Water.
Yeah.
I haven't had beer since last Laurie's show.
Water
That
and
was,
coffee. I had a little beer last night while I was
Coffee it is.
watching the game. And then when it got to the third period, it's like, yeah, I'm drinking whiskey.
I saw the mess at Laurie's house that you left. It's
Yeah, well,
whiskey bottles everywhere.
that's from last week. I thought I cleaned that up, but I guess not.
Yeah, well, I burned a couple spots in a rug with a couple joints, you know. So, well,
Well, hey, Mark Walker, thanks for being here. You know what? We don't look down on people who've had a few too much to drink as long as they don't get stupid
yeah, well,
or want to, the fight.
yeah, that's yeah, being a cunt.
Yeah, but we seldom have that. Even this guy had a few cocktails, we could tell, but you weren't a jerk, so it's all good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've as we know, I've been known to have a cocktail or two.
Not me. I just don't drink ever.
Except when you do. Yeah, I hear you. Well, so what have you been up to? You said you were taking a little break. You've been working on some stuff there, James?
Yeah. Yep. I was just obviously I was just hanging out with everyone watching, and
Yeah.
I'm working on a little side project, coding out a website, designing and coding out a website.
Cool.
That's what I do for a job.
When you're not whacking drums, yeah. Well,
Yep,
that's
yep.
good.
So I was working on that, and yeah, decided to take a little break, and just might as well join.
Join the fun. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, that's good stuff.
Oh,
right.
exciting.
No, very, very much so. What happened to here? Here, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, is that dead sexy or what?
Yeah.
Well, bring it back up for a minute. The reason why it's really nice is because look where the tuning pegs are relative to. It's done correctly. That's how all guitars should be. The long string should be the longest, like a piano. That's how a piano is strung. Why don't all guitars do that?
Well, because most guitars are designed by guitar players. This one was designed by a guy who designed Chevys and Buicks.
Right, exactly. So that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just don't have guitar players do anything because they're guitar players.
Mm-hmm.
Get an automotive designer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the history of that guitar, for those of you who don't know, Gibson hired an ex-GM automotive designer named Dreyfus to come in and work on their line, and that was his vision of. And you can see that 50s, early 60s styling on that thing, which is why I've always thought Firebirds were really sexy. And they have different pickups than the Gibsons. They're the mini humbuckers, and it's a total package of coolness.
Yeah.
Cool. And you're picking that one up in June or something? You were
Yeah,
saying?
June 1st.
Man, that's cool.
June 1st. It's locked away in the cage in the back waiting for me.
It looks
It's
like
gonna be
it could
gnarly,
play like
man.
some good 80s metal.
Yeah. Well, and all the Southern rock bands, at least one guy in the band always played a Firebird.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've admired that guitar for a very long time, since I was in high school. And then when I started playing, being a Gibson guy, man, when I got my first Thunderbird bass, now it was a piece of crap, but I wanted a Thunderbird so bad, and I bought it, and it was cool in some ways, but it was just a bad guitar. It wasn't well cared for, and I didn't end up keeping it very long. But when I finally got a good Thunderbird years later, I mean, I've had that guitar since 2008.
Yeah.
And I love my Thunderbird bass.
When it comes to Gibsons, I think there's a couple Gibsons I would just absolutely love to have, and probably if I had to be between the two, I would probably go for the one that I would really like to have would be probably the ES 175. Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah.
I have one of those. Yep.
An ES 175, you have an
Not the mic. Yeah.
I'm calling Bo on that one.
Yeah. Really? That's a rare gem for a drummer to own, but okay.
Yeah. That's a rare gem for a guitar player. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I would love to have a 175. Oh man.
Yeah. I actually know a guy who owns one, and it's an old. It's a vintage one. He lives in Durango, and yeah, he's quite a.
I came so close to having one, and I pulled it out, and it's like I really, to this day, still regret not buying it.
Yeah.
Oh.
3 of them I was looking at, and there was one in particular I really liked, and it was like, but I just couldn't squeeze it.
Regretting not pulling out and squeezing.
Yep.
What are you talking about, Doug?
Yeah, it's always getting twisted on me, isn't it? Somehow.
Well, phrasing
glazing
is the thing,
something,
Yeah. Now that's interesting, Boomer. I'm not a fan of the RDs, and they sound good and everything, but again, they're an odd body shape and style. They're kind of like a reverse Firebird in some ways. Although my son played an RD guitar yesterday, and he was loving it. He thought it was kick-ass. And they've reissued those. But yeah, out of all the Gibson basses, that was like one of my least favorites. And again, it was a good bass, but I just didn't like the aesthetics of it.
The other one, Cody's bringing up in a big legal battle, but yeah, a 335, a big red one. And it was like the strange thing about it was it had a 9/6 inch and 9/16 nut, which is smaller than normal. Normally they're like 1 5/8, and because of that extra 1/16 of an inch, it was like God, it was so tight and hard to play.
Yeah. I fingered one yesterday just because it was there, and it was lovely, but it's like this is not what I'm not getting this. This is not what I'm looking for. But
yeah,
they're very cool.
Oh yeah, 335s I love guitar. And I've got a Bixby on my garage. Is it gold? Is that gold? No, it's silver. Silver Bixby.
WD-40.
Yeah, we got to work on your chair. Mine too. Mine's getting.
Oh no, I did have it. I did have it actually to where it wasn't squeaking, and I actually used. What is it? I used was not like WD-40. It was like
3-in-1 oil.
no, Deoxy 5. You know what that is?
No.
Way too expensive to be using on a squeaky chair. It's for
Okay. And it didn't last.
well, it lasted. Actually, it did. It lasted for about 2 months because I did it about 2 months ago. Now it's starting to squeak again. But I did it for Kurt Fest, and it ended the squeak, and it was still good for Sunfest. But now it's starting to squeak again. So, but Deoxy 5 is what you use for. It's a contact cleaner. For,
pot cleaner. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like $20 for a little tiny.
Oh
spray.
yeah, and I used to get it at Radio Shack, and
Yeah, way too expensive to be using for your squeaky chair.
Yep.
But it was handy. So you know me. I'm a musician. If it's duct tape and WD-40, I mean, what else do you need, right? If it moves and it's not supposed to, then duct tape. If it's supposed to move and it doesn't, WD-40. I mean,
there you go.
Right.
That's the handyman credo.
My keyboard didn't like it at all because
I've used duct tape for cymbal bushings.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I used to buy the felts by the pack for my kid. Just
oh yeah.
So, and it wasn't that he was mashing them so much. It's just, when you're moving your kit, they disappear. And then it's like, shit, where are my felts?
Yeah, it was a little bit of both for me. It was losing them, playing shows every weekend, and it was also me ruining them. And yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah. All right. Now, here's a good drummer question I'd like to ask. How many drum keys do you think you own? And then what's the actual number? So here he's got 2. I mean, literally within arm's reach. Okay, 3, 1 on the keychain, of course.
I've got 1.
There's another one right around here somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. But yeah, I don't know, like probably around 6 or 7 of them.
I've got 1. That's it. I don't even know where that's at.
Yeah, I think there's 4 that I know where they are, but if my kid came and set up his kit and everything, I guarantee we wouldn't be able to find one because that's how drum keys are.
Yep.
I'm glad I looked in this box. I just found one of my picks I've been looking for. So yeah.
That's why I keep it on my keychain. On my keychain, just in case.
I do the same thing. And my wife, just because she's so thoughtful, bought me a pick holder. It's like a little leather pouch that goes on your keychain. So no matter where I am, I always have a guitar pick if I have my car or my car keys.
Nice.
So, I don't.
That's convenient.
I don't have anything like that. I'm very inconvenient. I don't have an extra key. I don't have guitar picks. Actually, I do, but they don't really. They just sort of materialize when I need them. I guess I don't know.
So I've got guitar picks most everywhere. I've got them in my pocket too, but
I'm loaded with guitar picks. They're everywhere. I can, they really are everywhere. I've got like 6 of them right there, right down here below me. Should grab some camera that can move. No, I don't want to do that.
When I bought my first Pearl drum set was a Pearl Export. So the reason I'm saying that and leading with that is maybe it has something to do with it. But when I bought my Session Studio Select Pearl drum set, they gave me a key, and so when I bought the second bass drum that goes with that kit, the Session Studio Select, they gave me another key. Cool. And then when I bought the snare drum, they gave me another key. When I bought the extra floor tom, they gave me another key. When I bought the extra 10-inch tom, they gave me another key.
Well, that's a good promotion for them. And I mean, you'd need it. I used to, whenever we'd go for a stick run or whatever, I would just grab a key and throw it in the bag in hopes that we'd actually be able to find one key when we needed it. And that worked pretty well.
Yeah, that's nice.
So you ever broke a head when you're playing live?
Yes.
That's fun, huh?
Well, when I was a kid, there was no backup, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Well,
was real fun.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, there was no backup for strings either. So when you broke one, you were pretty screwed.
I've always had the mindset. I always had a spare guitar, but of course, most of the lifetime I
Oh, I
was playing
didn't.
bass, but I always had a spare bass too. Just
When you're
because.
16 years old and you're not, you
Yeah.
don't have a job, you don't have anything.
No, I get it. I was a
you
little
know.
older.
Yeah,
But
my first 3 years of making money out playing, I was playing through everybody else's stuff. I wasn't even playing my own stuff because I didn't own anything.
Oh shit.
I could play stuff, but I just didn't own anything, you know?
yeah, well,
It
my
was-
kid benefited from my experience, so I would always make him take a spare snare drum. And he thought it was ridiculous until he punched through a snare head at a gig one time.
Yeah.
And he grabbed the spare and put it up and didn't miss a beat. And he's like, I get it now. And I'm like, don't
Yeah.
don't blow out a kick drum.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
shit happens.
that's the one I've done. Yeah, I've broken that too.
Yeah, he did too, but it was at a rehearsal and we had a head. And I mean, obviously it was almost 30 minutes to get it changed, but
I broke a pedal, a kick pedal before, and had to jury rig the thing to get through the job because it was not good. That was a Pearl kit.
Okay. Yeah, I have my first pedal is also jerry rigged. It's welded to get together because the screws stripped out that are
Yeah.
supposed to keep the cam link tightened.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I can't
my dad-
remember. There was something like that needed, but I was the one that it broke on, right? So, and like we're playing, and so I can't remember what I did, but I got to where it was like I could get through it, but it was like there was no fancy kicking stuff going on, and I had to keep my eye on it all the whole time. There was no relaxing and just playing because it was like, your equipment's ready to break any moment,
Yeah.
Yep. That
Yeah.
and the hi-hat, of course,
Oh, yeah.
not tightening down. So you put your foot down to go,
Yeah.
psh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
nope. So you're just playing with it open. Half the time, the
Yep.
shows I played and playing live, I was just let that thing ride open.
Yeah. Hi-hats and yeah, I've had those problems.
Those are the things most likely to fail.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I've had just about all those failures on stage. Yep.
Well, in my son's case, the screw set on the hi-hat, because you're tightening and loosening it all the time, and that metal gets fatigued. And he ended up snapping one off one time, and like, yeah, that we're screwed. We're buying new hardware for that because you're done.
When I first started drumming, my biggest problem that I was worried about, and I was like all kinds of different things to try and remedy is I would be playing along and all of a sudden the stick would just fly out of my hands, and sometimes it was like deadly projectiles going through the air, like. So
I don't like that now, but because of the opposite reason. Normally they'll break and then fly through the air or something like that, and then I hit pretty, especially if I'm doing like 80s. I'm just smack as hard as I can. I don't get in the way of that. I've ruined the shit out of my SM57 that sits in front of my snare.
Yeah, you and I were talking about it. I think we were off air, but yeah, if you got the drum mics and everything, even if you're a very precise drummer, every once in a while you're just going to have an errant hit, and the mic takes the brunt of it, and it's just how it is.
We're not on air.
No, we are right now, but James and I were having this conversation previously.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
No. Now,
Yep.
how did you keep your spare sticks? I mean, some people would have the thing that like attached to their floor tom.
Oh, yeah.
I bought my kid that round metal thing that attaches to the hi-hat below, so he could always, if he dropped a stick, which didn't do very often, but more like you said, sticks just break, and then he could always grab one out quickly.
You know, I don't know. When I was a kid, I do still have one of my stick bags from when I was a kid, but I just there was always only like two sticks in there, and they were always pretty much broken. And I was always just using whatever sticks I had laying around when I was younger. Now I have a stick bag that sits on the floor tom around
Yeah.
it anchors onto the lugs on the side, and then the bag sits in the middle. And I just use that. But yeah, when I was younger, everything is game.
Yeah, well, I get it. My son was fortunate in that we were playing together at the time, so we'd go to the music store together, and I'd buy what I needed, and I'd always make sure he was equipped. Because we were a rhythm section like this, and I got to have my drummer bro to make sure he had sticks and the things he needed.
So, James, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How many sets of brushes do you have?
Brushes.
Yeah.
I don't have any brushes.
Yeah. Sean had one set that he used very, very rarely. He did have the hot rods. He kept those around, and those are kind of versatile, kind of good when you don't want to go full out, but
it depends on the music.
But brushes are too wimpy.
Well, if you're playing jazz, brushes are what you want.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, my son was not a jazzer.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was in concert.
There's no brushes in metal.
No. That would be interesting. When I was younger, I was in concert band and marching band, and I did play snare drum in concert band. I did have a set of brushes back then. I don't know what happened to them over the years, but now I do have I do have the Vader dowel rods brush. I guess they're sticks, but yeah.
It's really weird because everybody laughs about brushes, but brushes actually is kind of like you have to learn the technique of brushes, because it's like you're almost like there's a thing that you do with brushes, and it's like a sweeping thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun to listen to. Well, here, Laurie's making a joke. There's no brushes in metal, but what if you double tracked the snare parts and you did them normal and you added brushes and then put them together in the recording? That might be interesting as all get out.
Yeah.
It might also sound totally like crap, but that would be fun to experiment with.
Yeah, if you're taking advantage of some dynamics, you could do something like that, and it'd probably be really cool, But it couldn't be full on thrash moments because it probably wouldn't be detected even. You'd only hear the that initial impact of the transient of the smack, and then it'd be gone. So you'd probably never hear the. Probably sound like noise, Where's that noise coming from? Kill that noise. We got air noise coming through.
I've been thinking more and more about this, just adding some of the, and I'm watching videos of Pink Floyd and other people and their recording techniques, and there was all kinds of stuff going on in the background there that
absolutely
that it's not obvious,
right?
But when you know to listen for it, you go, oh yeah. I hear it now. And
right, exactly.
So that's why I'm kind of trying to broaden my thinking on that sort of thing.
Oh, there's all kinds of little tricks like that. Just like Bonham's drums on when the levee breaks. How they recorded those, and it's like that's kind of unheard of. Who hangs microphones like in a third story, with the drums going? That's kind of. Yeah. But
it was different, but it worked.
It worked wonderfully.
Yeah, it gets different. It gives it more of the big room sound. Because that's I do that sometimes with my room mic. I'll take it in on the other side of the kitchen or something like that to where it's.
And then run an Echoplex through that. Who does that? Come on. You know, you fit this huge room and then throw an Echoplex on drums to boot. I mean, Echoplex is such an outdated thing anyway, but I mean, that's what they did with that recording was, you know.
Well, again, that was back in the day, and they took a lot of drugs, so the
Well,
they
yeah, but
experienced.
the genius that was taking place when they were doing that was just incredible. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well,
Because
was it genius or was it just fucking around? Let's see what happens.
well, that was I watched several documentaries on that, and it's like I mean, it wasn't just like they were just there was people that were involved bringing. There's a brand new set of drums that came in, brand new set of drums that came into that house, and Bonham was kind of excited about it, you know, and so and Page. Well, there was another person involved too, and I can't remember who it was, but they were like, well, let's put the microphone way up high and see if we can get the room sound like that. And so they were experimenting, and they had everything was mobile trucks. They didn't have recording stuff in that house. It was all Rolling Stones mobile.
Yeah, the mobile.
The mobile,
Wasn't it
yeah.
like a Vista? Wasn't it called a Vista Light drum set? It was.
It might have been. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Was it the Vista? Yeah, the one that's all not plastic.
Plexi. That came later, though. I think that came later. I think the brand new drums they were just like. I think they were just like Ludwig, just regular shell type things, you know.
Yeah, he was a Ludwig player.
Yes, which the Vista Light was a Ludwig kit.
Yeah, but they came a little bit later in the 70s because I remember the drummer I was playing with, Don. He got a pair set right after that kit. Right after that, they came out and they were loud. They were friggin' loud drums.
Yeah. No. Okay. I don't know the timeline of that, but yeah. Okay.
Punchy, because I remember, they were a thing in the mid to late 70s. A lot of guys were using them in live concerts, and because
I think Don got him like in 74. I think that's when he got his, and they just did come out about that time, and so.
And now Pearl does the Crystal Beats, which is like the same thing except Pearl's version.
Yeah. Well, right after Don did that, then he got rid of those and got another kit that he went from Ludwig to Thomas. He got the big Tama. It was like a big, huge, like, I don't know, 9. It was like friggin' ridiculous. There was Toms. I mean, it's so big that it's like, what stage are we going to find that's going to work for this stuff? We're not,
Terry Bozzio. I don't know how you pronounce it. Do you ever see his kit?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, where do you put that?
On a big stage someplace. You ain't gonna put it anyplace else.
No.
Yeah, I saw Missing Persons, in their heyday, and
I love that band.
And yeah, he was a talented dude, very talented.
Yeah.
She was interesting.
And her vocals were just really, I mean, she had such a great vocal thing that was going on. She was kind of the leader of the pack because she came before Cyndi Lauper, before Madonna, before.
Yeah, she had the vocal quirks and was, visually interesting. And
oh, yeah, she was. And we're listening to that. What was that? What do words mean? Or was.
What are words for?
What are words for? Yeah, what a great song that was. I mean, that whole album was great. We were listening to that album a lot on the road when I was in one band.
Yeah, I had that album.
That and Van Halen. If you can imagine those two combined, listening to Van Halen.
Well, that was a period of broad. I mean, you had all that new wave stuff, and and a lot of the new wavers were from the UK, and then you had some of the Americans, and that was an interesting musical period.
Yeah.
And I was there for it. And of course, you still had all the hair metal guys and all kinds of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I was playing in all kinds of different bands back then, too. Everything from country to punk to rock to top 40 to, it was pretty wild.
Yeah, we were playing a lot of ARO and, and hair metal. That was our thing.
I was moving around a lot. That's what I was doing. I was moving around a lot.
Yeah, Mark, I imagine your neighbors would not be thrilled with that.
Well, any neighbors don't like to hear damn drums, man. It
Yeah.
sucks being a drummer. I mean, or any player like a saxophone or anything really that is loud and projecting.
Right.
My neighbors called the cops on me all the time.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story because, we had the kit set up here and we tried to be respectful, hours and everything. And our next door neighbors on the side that was Sean's bedroom back in the day, they've been there forever. I mean, my neighbors have been here a long time, same as us. And I remember I was talking to him one time and I go, we try and practice certain times and everything. I hope that doesn't bother you. And he says, no, we dig it. He said, we get into the rhythm. Frankly, we made our second child while Sean was practicing one day. Okay.
Nice.
Too much information in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, okay. Yay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of that kind of guy. He just tells you what is on his mind. And I thought, okay, appreciate it.
Actually, I probably could set my drums up here the way things are these days because my next door neighbor this way, Gollum, I don't think he can hear at all.
Yeah, there you go. Set up on that side, you're good.
And the other people, they can't hear very well either, and I don't think they even care. They're like fans. They come and stand under my window when I'm playing, so they like it, so I can just do whatever I want.
Yeah, you've got a situation where your neighbors are
and the horses, they love it.
Challenged.
My horses love it. So I mean, I've got out that way. It's just nothing but horses. So who cares? The horses love it. They dance and fight and whatever. Raise hell.
Yeah.
Request Van Halen more, but whatever.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
They're the ones. I was telling you that they're the ones. James, I was telling you about that. I looked out the window one day and there was a friggin' bear in their yard.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, remember that? It was like, I don't know, probably 2-3 months ago, something like that. I looked out the window one day and there's a bear and the dogs are in the backyard just going ape shit. And then in the front yard, there's a bear. I mean, it wasn't like a big bear, but a bear.
Well, it's still a bear.
Right.
They're little baby bears are still very powerful creatures.
Yeah, I think he was kind of scared but anyway. And then right after that, we had this big storm and the horses were going wild. They were out there they were raising hell, having fun, kicking up more mud and stuff. I was like looking out the window going, what the hell? And then when I was looking out the window, watching the horses going crazy, all of a sudden a coyote comes running up the street, and it's like, wow, okay, this is the first time I've seen a coyote here. So got bears, now coyotes. I've seen deer. They're deer shit in my yard. So I don't like the deer because they come here and they eat my plants and everything else. So keep the deer away, Haven't seen elk. There was a moose across over in Lewiston in the cemetery. They had the Fish and Game had to come and knock it out and take it away.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let me ask, how much do you weigh, some guy? Because I could lose you pretty easily and slim down. Just saying.
I must be looking at. Are you looking at the vertical chat?
The vertical chat. I don't know what that. I'm just looking at chat.
Oh. You're not doing a G-May with all the verticals and horizontals.
No.
And Dom and I don't know what Dom's thing is. I mean, you're watching Dom's over on Dom's thing too, right? Is there anybody there?
No, nobody's. No, we're not. Dom and I are not doing that. He said, "Look, I appreciate you putting it on my channel, but let's don't anymore because he's back to streaming more frequently again." I said, "No problem."
Okay.
So yeah, and I don't do vertical.
Yeah, good.
Because let's face it, I'm a horizontal guy.
Yeah,
I'm built for horizontal, boys and girls.
Horizontal shuffle?
Yeah, exactly. Well, as that may be.
I'm going to have to start loading my sound effects. I might have to do that tomorrow for Laurie's show. I haven't used sound effects for a long time. It's such a pain in the ass though with my gear, because it's like I start doing that and then all of a sudden my music, I want to start doing something and then it starts flaking out on me because I did something that wrong with it, you know. So that's why I quit doing sound effects, because it was screwing me over with my doing live streaming music.
Yeah, I gotta say I've been pulling stuff from Laurie's show to start to kind of up the live stuff, because I've been pretty happy with the way I've been sounding lately.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't sound that great on Sunfest, but I sounded pretty good on Laurie's the last couple of weeks. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with this, with the music sound, you know, but there was a time, because I haven't done the sound effects for a few months now, but then when I did the last time I did do it, it messed up my whole sound system, and I literally had to spend a couple days getting everything back to normal. So I quit doing all the happy little sound effect things, because it was just like turning things into a real pain in the butt.
That's always a challenge, to try and add tricks to your thing.
Yeah, it probably would be fine now, because I've kind of resolved some of the issues I was having back then. But I don't know if you remember, but right before Kurt Fest, I was freaking out because my whole system was just flaking out on me, and I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do it. And I got it. I had to do a bunch of updates and blah 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 blah. And I don't remember, but
yeah,
I got it to where it was working. And after that, then it was probably before that when I was trying to do the sound effects, and that's why it got kind of messed up. And
yeah, it can happen.
The audio still doesn't work right on that machine. It still doesn't work right. Yeah, I can't. Media player doesn't work at all.
Huh.
So I have to drop it into my DAW to check the wave file just to see if it's like, does it look like a friggin' sausage? What seldom does it ever look like that, because I'm kind of watching what I'm doing when I'm exporting. So, but I want to have visual verification that I'm not, especially if I'm sending out to somebody, I want to make sure that it's a decent wave file and I'm not sending out shit, you know?
Right. Yeah. You want to see peaks and valleys and not just.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
Yeah. I want to do some outside videos. I want to maybe do some like set up out in the woods or something, or and really piss the neighbors off.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would. I have often thought about, filming outdoors, because I got a lot of cool outdoors here. But bringing the WAV file along and putting it in a boom box or whatever, it's a giant pain in the ass. And
yeah, I've got a little MP3 player.
I
got a little MP3 player that that I basically, I'll put the song on like 3 times. I'll put it on 3 times and then I'll just loop it. And it's just like, and then I'll go out there and have the little buds in my ear and I can hear it. And then I just do whatever.
That would be a good way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 50-foot snake, so maybe I can just use that and put it out the window here.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're golden.
I'm kidding. I'm on the 2nd floor, so I don't know. 50 foot is pretty long, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you're 10 foot just to get up to the ground, so.
On the green screen, what I end up doing is I put the music on a flash drive and then put the flash drive in my TV and just play it in my TV, because it's in the same room as my green screen. And then I can't see the TV because I pull the green screen down, but I can hear it. So then I can, then I can make myself a cue, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then the song will start, so so I know where my starts are. So it's not so hard to find the beginnings of stuff,
Yeah. Don't be jealous, you.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I had a 50-foot snake.
No, I just use my phone and, put headphones to my phone and, my in-ears probably, and just play to that.
Yeah, my phone is my video camera, so I don't have that option.
Oh, well, yeah. I have my mirrorless, and I have.
Yeah, now you've got other, and I could set up my Nikon and do it, but yeah.
But yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah, my phone is barely used as a phone, let alone anything else.
See, my iPad has Bluetooth on it that connects to my camera. So luckily, with the Nikon, I can set it up and then sit on the throne and focus it and everything from
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
handy. My Nikon might, but again, I got it set up for the specific model photography I do, and to change the settings and go to video, I'm not sure the juice is worth the squeeze. I probably should just get a cheap video camera. And
I'm going to
Yeah.
videotape that thing for Laurie tomorrow. I'm going to do it.
I think it's one of those things where
Or I'm going to do it Sunday.
when you're in there enough, you learn to get quicker with it, just like anything.
yeah,
Absolutely. You know,
Because I switch from 4K when I'm recording the covers to using for live when I'm like go on Laurie's to the 1080p setting.
Yeah.
So it does, yeah.
which you don't even get that on her show because unless you're paying for StreamYard stuff, because you're coming to 720.
She's doing 720, but then even that, you're only in, well, I guess when she makes it big, but
Right. It doesn't even matter because you're little and you're,
yeah.
Yeah. So for that, it's completely fine.
Totally.
But it looks better than a webcam, if I'm being honest. I
Yeah.
understand a lot of people use webcams and stuff, but
Yeah, I do for convenience. Now it's a good webcam, but still, it does more than 1080. I think it's capable of 2K, but again, none of the inputs can go that high, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, this one's 1920. This is a webcam, but yeah.
Yeah, and I stream as high as StreamYard allows, which is 1080, but
And that's the other limitation, yes. And especially, I think live in general.
yeah.
I don't know. Can you go past 1080?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, you probably can in OBS.
I've seen gaming channels doing over 1080. So
yeah, I imagine with OBS you can, but I think 1080 is the head limit on like StreamYard and the other one that I never can remember the name of, but
Streamlabs.
Yeah, Streamlabs and
Realstream or
what's the one with the
Restream.
goopy Emux or Elux or whatever it is?
Oh,
Emux.
Ecamm.
No, not Ecamm, because that's a whole nother. The Ecamm is kind of a Mac thing.
Yeah.
No, it's EV Lux. That's one.
Oh, EVLux.
Yeah, it's like basically it's like StreamYard. It's just I don't know. I don't much care for it. I looked into it, and some people are using it.
Some people like Restream better. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's an EV in there. I think it's EV Mux, but whatever. Doesn't matter.
I use with the multi-camera. I'm using. I do have a webcam over there. Two of them actually. The foot cam is a webcam, and my left cam is a webcam. And then I use the GoPro for the overhead, so that's a different camera too. But I would never use the GoPro. Well, I did recently use the GoPro for an overhead view because my DSLR was not hitting record. It kept saying that it couldn't read my memory card, and then it didn't say it. I hit record, and I look up after I finish the song, and everything looks like it's still going. But then you look at the time that's in the very corner of it, and it's completely froze. I'm like, oh, you fuck.
Yeah.
So I have to redo it, and yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking turning on the GoPro and using that, and just went with that. But normally, I would try not to use the GoPro because the GoPro also has like a halo to like the footage. It has like a little glow
Really?
aspect. Yeah.
No, that's interesting because I mean GoPro is. I mean, it's kind of industry standard in a lot of respects for guys that are doing the action outdoor stuff.
You throw it like next to my 4K footage, it's like, how do I even make this work together? It's so different.
Yeah.
So yeah. the DS.
I do have to. I do have to say that little clip that Laurie put out there of your drumming thing, where you're like where you're showing the that was hilarious because we were all making sound effects and stuff, and it was just like that was gold.
Yeah. Somebody help Hugh out with that. He's had a little trouble with that.
Coldy, where are you at?
Yeah, Coley has thoughts. Hey, we did get after Laurie's show last week, we did get Hugh all ironed out. We
I heard.
we solved his errant loop back that we couldn't figure out where it was coming from, but we figured it out. It was the brain trust of Coldy and Lane was able to help him.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that was nice.
I have a like a $60 boom arm from Amazon that I'm using currently. However, if I were to recommend a boom arm, it would definitely be that Rode boom arm.
Yeah, the Rode one is nice.
That one is really nice.
That's what everybody seems to use.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, it's pro.
Very nice quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just use my normal mic stand, but I do have the shock mount, so if I stomp around, I'm not vibrating. You got to send me a note, Ron Ward. We got to get you on the show, man. We've talked about it, but
I have one of those as well.
yeah, it's good to have.
Hey, Ron.
It goes for the bass drum mic, actually. Well, not this one. But
Yeah, it would make sense. It would make sense.
Yeah.
So then we can expect to hear Hugh plays a song tomorrow on Laurie's show. Then maybe
If he's up and at 'em, again, it's not the best time for him.
that's true. Yeah, he's like about 5 o'clock in the morning or something for him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you never know. But yeah, Hugh has the ability
That's true.
to come on and play live now,
Yeah, cool.
and it will sound good.
Last time we were in the room together testing it out, it sounded good. Now, if you pressed any buttons since then,
Because Coldacre and I are the way that we are, we made him take pictures of everything. We said, "Don't
that's right. Yeah,
touch
you did.
anything."
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
a broken hope.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm watching chat. And just in general, we have a fun show here and we keep it light. But if any of my mods take offense to you and you go out, you're gone and you never come back. Just so you know. There's only been 2 over the 3 years I've been doing this show, but they are persona non grata, and we don't believe in second chances here. So,
And that's why we burn them at the stake.
that's right. Don't fuck up. Keep it fun, guys.
But they were mighty tasty.
Yeah, indeed. Hey, how's this for segue? Speaking of mighty tasty, it's Jade Star.
What's happening?
Jade.
Jade's out in the sunshine. What's going on? Hey, we're getting
Walk
a
with
nature
me.
show tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jade?
Good. How you all going? Good.
Good.
We're going good. I love that Aussie. How you going?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Life's good.
at my age, I'm going, fairly regularly. So that's good.
Hey. That's a little bit more info that I needed right now.
This is an info show,
Infotainment.
Yeah, it's infotainment. You get health things, you get home improvement, you get cooking, drinking, guitar tech.
Did I miss the ailments hour?
Yes, the ailments hour has long passed, so we're.
Oh, I was going to say I'm nearly over my flu, but there it is.
Yeah, well,
We did have an ailment hour tonight. I didn't.
a little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The sun is brutal.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's getting a nice
Right.
reflection. Now it looks like a nice sunny winter
Yes.
day.
Yeah, well, seasons, they don't exist anymore.
No, apparently not.
No, it's all good. It's beautiful out here today. So I had to go out and
shoot my opening
Oh, yeah.
screen, my opening video for the new channel.
Yeah.
So I had to do about 10 shots. I'll piece them all together when I get home. And
Nice.
because launch is only a day away. Scary.
Yeah, it's coming up. That's going to be exciting. I am looking forward to the time change again, so I can see your show more regularly. It's just
Well, that's the thing with Walk With Me. It's not premiering. There's no premieres. There's only one premiere. That's
yeah,
the first episode, and the rest just drop. So
Yeah.
it's up to you. It's up to
Yeah.
you to watch it anytime, right?
yeah, which is good.
Man, savage son.
All right, so we're getting a little walk with me with Jade right now.
Yeah.
I got to get back in the mode, right? Because
Yeah, exactly.
I have
Walk and talk.
already 8 new episodes planned. We start filming in 2 weeks, so exciting stuff.
Yeah, indeed. So what have you been up to? It's possible, not probable, but it's possible I have a viewer or two that are not familiar with what you're doing.
Yeah, so like I just explained in the thing, 3 years ago, I realized I was getting a little bit portly at 110 kilos, 242 pounds for those of you living in the dark ages. But yeah, so I got off my ass, I grabbed my iPhone, I started talking to the camera, going for a walk around these beautiful parklands and playing your guys' music, right? I did 20 episodes. And then after that, I got a bit adventurous and started going to places far away and got serious about vlogging. Unfortunately, 59 episodes got buried in my music content. And that content's never going to get out to people who want to watch travel vlogs. It wasn't getting fed to people. So
Right.
after a long period of time, I've decided to move it all to a brand new channel and try and make a go of this travel vlog thing.
Yeah.
And, I've got a really good start. I got heaps of content. I got branding. I got a Patreon dropping on the same day, merch. It's all planned. It's all ready
All right.
to rock. So we'll see what happens, eh? That's it.
I think. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I've really enjoyed all the episodes of Walk with Me because again, I probably will never get to Australia, although I'd really like to, and so would the wife. But it's like I kind of can be there, through your camera and your travel log. So
Well, and by doing what you're doing, you're looking at grabbing a whole new audience too.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? I don't want to just walk around this shitty town. I got plans, man. So I'm already booking trips to Sydney, off to Adelaide, seriously making this happen. And who knows, maybe we can go overseas and meet some of you weirdos.
you'll be hugely disappointed, but
I love
story of my
disappointment,
life.
Chris. I look in
Okay,
the
well
mirror
then,
every day.
then I can hook you up, Jade.
Awesome. Disappointment's my middle name.
Very good.
I have a whole huge house to myself, just saying.
Hey, me, you, and all those cameras around that drum kit.
I feel an OnlyFans channel coming on.
only flams.
Yeah. Ooh, I see what you did there.
Oh dear.
That's a 22-inch bass drum, Jade.
Oh,
Wow.
that's what she said.
Tease Jade with a good time.
James, boasting. Wow, show and tell, boy. Well,
Yeah.
straight in the toilet we go.
Yeah, well, it's my show, so
Yeah, all
what do
right.
you expect? Eventually, we're going to swirl. And, in America, clockwise, in Australia, counterclockwise, right?
Well, yeah. So they say.
Yeah.
Whew, this has been a workout today, let me tell you.
We should do that. We should, just for the sake, you need to videotape the water flushing in your loo
Stop
there,
now.
your toilet, and
No one has
and
those
we can
toilets
compare.
anymore. The water in my toilet just goes straight down.
Well, then that,
It's a myth.
yeah,
It's a
I
myth.
know, but they say it's a myth. Have we seen it on film? Have we scientifically proved it?
Yeah, I think there's YouTube channels that have shown it.
Probably. Some people spend a lot of time on YouTube. I'm not that guy. I spend
Right.
some time on YouTube.
Sure, Chris.
Yeah. Well, I spend my time wanking off to old trains and guitars. So what do you want?
So you're going to say old trannies then? I was like, wow.
Old trains, pulling old trains. Man,
Old trains, new trains, as long as they're running trains.
Rusty trains. I mean,
mostly old trains, old rusty.
Yeah.
Trains.
Well, that was one of my favorite episodes that Jade did. She just wandered into this trolley museum there, and their collection was amazing, and they had preserved it really well. And she's going in and out of the cars, and some of them were built in America. And it was like, and then ate at the restaurant that was made out of old subway cars or, their light rail cars there. And that episode was like one of my faves because it was like, hey, I'm getting a travelogue and choo-choos.
We got lots of train content coming up. Lots
I'm here for it.
Got in the process of hiring a houseboat on the Murray River. We're going to a place called Port Arlington, Phillip Island, which has a beautiful fairy penguin parade. And we're catching the overnight train from Melbourne to Sydney because I like torture. And we're going to do the whole brand new underground train system here in Melbourne that's only just launched with all the stations. So lots of really cool stuff planned.
Oh, very good.
Really excited.
There you go. Yeah, there's your new show. The segment for that Lane will love.
With
Choo Choo with me.
Wow. I love trains too.
Well, that's one of those things. Rudyard Kipling said there are only two types of people in the world: those who love railways and those who do not. Obviously, I'm in the former.
There's just something about them. We just got some new trains on the XTC2s. These new trains that are on my line, so I can't wait to show them. They're the first in a whole fleet of 20 new trains coming soon. They are amazing. We've got new driverless trains as well too, Chris, here in Melbourne. Exciting.
Yeah.
I hope to see somebody die in those. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, too bad. Well, as long as the people don't wander in front of them.
Well, that's it. These new stations, they're the first time we've got the Perspex line along the platform and the Perspex doors that open and then the train doors open.
Yeah.
That's the first time for us here. Oh, man, it's good to be home.
Speaking of trains, there's a whole bunch of train stuff action tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Too.
Lots of train action tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice setup, Doug. Segue.
Well done, Dougie.
Yeah, that was loud. That was like good. I was sitting here stunned, going, "Wow, he's on it."
Well, I'm looking at the clock and I'm looking at
I didn't know if you were stunned or if you were pulling a Frank Terzo and
just not paying attention.
Well, that happens too.
Well, no, what I was doing is the gears were clicking. It's like, well, that means I need to name all the shows, and who am I going to forget?
I know. That's why I'm dumping it. I'm dumping it on you, Chris.
Well, hey, my great moderator, Gary, has posted the link once before with all the Friday train action, so maybe he could provide that for everybody again. There it is.
There it is.
And
it's quick.
Don't take my word for it because, as we know, I always forget someone on because Friday goes all Friday. I mean,
it's half the population of,
Yeah, everybody here. I mean, you start with Valerie, you got Charlie Gabaldon, you've got Jade's show, you've got Pole Vault and Sunshine, the weekend warm up. You got Laurie's Mishmash, you got Gary Hubbs, you got the Leelaverse and the Midnight Chill.
Lisa Noel and G-May after me, and Gladys Worthington is a special guest tomorrow.
Oh,
there you go. Nice plug.
Oh, my God.
See, and I would have forgot that one. There's always somebody that I can't remember.
I knew you were going to forget something.
So looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I am. Well, you may not be, but I always am a big fan of appearances of Gladys. Gladys makes me giggle.
Gladys takes
LOL. And see, Lisa's on the list. That's why it's good to have a list.
Yeah, Gladys takes work.
Gladys is a thing, right? You know, it's like putting on scuba gear. Really.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You got to be in the zone, man.
Yeah, got to talcum up and
That's
put on
why,
the suit.
and that's why I'm happy. I just chose to put a plate on my face and call it good.
Yeah, no dummy over there, right? Oh, I
We
pointed the
have to
wrong
do
way.
that. We have to do that, Doug. We have to do a Gladys and Platehead special.
I
I think
know.
that'll be the next thing that Gladys does on my channel. I think so.
Two entities talking past each other in the most bizarre and I mean, I'm getting it in my head right now, and I think that would be comedy gold. Just telling you, gold, folks.
I love that we talk about them like they're actual people.
Yeah.
What, they're not?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Next thing you know, tell me about the Easter Bunny.
I was gonna ask Jade if like Gladys was like an part of your alter ego, part of the side of you that you fucking hated, and that's why you didn't like doing it.
You know, well, I had to write a bio for Lisa, and it was weird trying to remember why Gladys started. I used to be a part of a prank group called PrankNet, and it was a long time before they got busted by the FBI for some of the things they did. That was well after I left. And I used to do prank phone calls as Gladys because old ladies can get away with fucking anything, right? You can be racist, you can just say whatever you want, and they just go, oh, it's just an old person, right? And then it turned into, I started doing comedy shows at a lesbian club in Sydney and just telling offensive lesbian jokes and pulling dildos out of my bag and pretending to shove them up me. It's completely wrong. And then that led to getting a gig at the Melbourne Comedy Festival somehow and standing up and just insulting people for an hour and doing prank phone calls on stage. And that's how Gladys happened, right? 2-year whirlwind. And then I got banned from a venue. I did a show once, and it was at a lesbian club. And some woman halfway through my performance complained to the owner saying what I was doing was ageist. So they turned the fucking sound system off on me halfway through the gig. And I was like, what? One person complained? That's the joke. I'm old, you fucking idiots. Always got to be one lesbian, right?
Well, I was going to say, and again, I don't want to sound, make stereotypes, but, I've known my fair number of lesbians over the years and lovely people, but I would not rate them high in the sense of humor, at least the ones I knew.
Wouldn't take them to a comedy show.
Not the ones I knew. They just, they had many strong characteristics, but I wouldn't say sense of humor was one of them. So playing a lesbian club, I wonder how that would go.
Well, if you're one of them anyway, it was great because it got me so many more gigs because people heard about it, right? So,
okay.
Yeah.
Bad publicity is good publicity.
Well, yeah, if they spell your name right and they talk about you, then it ain't all bad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's when they don't spell your name right. It's when it really.
Yeah, that's the worst. People that, and frankly, anybody that doesn't spell your name right, they're lazy and they should just go off the air. I mean.
At the comedy festival, when they did the guide, whoever it was, when they wrote Gladys Worthington, they put an apostrophe between the Y and the S for Gladys. And I was just, when I proofread it, I'm like, who the fuck?
I don't own a Worthington.
Yeah, I was going to say possessive even. Wow, that's pretty.
I'm not Gladys is. Oh, man. I thought it was a pretty standard name, Gladys.
Yeah,
Whatever.
one would think.
It is.
It's so standard I can actually spell it right. So that tells you right there.
Right. Yeah.
When I did the show, I brought it up. It was part of the show. I'd always bring it up each night and go, I'm Gladys apostrophe X. S for sex, baby. It just was so wrong. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Watching an 80, 90-year-old lady talk about sex is horrid.
Yeah. Gladys is one of those names that's like Vanna's not going to get much of a workout on the vowels. You know what I mean?
No. Oh, man. So, I saw your guitar, Chris. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm over the moon. It's one of those things that I'd thought about for a long, long time, and I didn't figure out I'd ever actually own one.
It's a thing of beauty. What a great gesture too. At first, I was thinking, "You scumbag taking that." I'm joking.
No, I got to tell you, it was really hard,
I'll bet.
but he was so. It's like I have to do this, Dad. I like all right.
It's beautiful, man. Hey, look, that's the thing you want, right? That you bring up your children and they are able to have such a good life that they can do something like back for you. That's a win, both
Exactly.
sides, right?
That's how we
Absolutely.
look at it.
Yeah.
My wife
be
and I,
proud.
if we did nothing else, we raised two good men,
Absolutely.
and they're
Gary, thank you. I saw Gary posted a link that nobody will click. I better click it just for him. There you go.
yeah. There
Oh
you
yeah.
go. Yeah. Well, I physically can't post or click a link in the chat. It won't let me do it, but I can highlight it, but I can't. But I can't click the link.
Well,
But I'll go back to the rerun and click the link
I am one of
because
the new
I keep my live
subscribers.
chat, guys. In case you ever on those of you who watch this on replay, you're getting the live chat as it happened because I think that's important. And I don't edit the show so it stays there. Good, bad,
So-
or indifferent.
Question, Jade.
Yes.
Do you have 100 subs yet?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, man.
There you go.
I'm blown away that people were so kind to do so. I think we're at 106.
Oh, that's good.
Cool. Excellent.
Amazing. Yeah, 106. So that's 800, 894 till I get monetized.
Yeah.
How I look at it.
But you'll get there very quickly because that will go out
hope
in the
so.
algorithm and yeah.
I hope so. Look, it's really scary, you know. I'm not banking on it, but at the same time, I'm really hopeful, right?
Well, yeah.
Because you try and take all the knowledge that over the last 6 years of doing my other channel, and look at all the things that I've done wrong, and all the things all the experts say, and all the things AI says, and all the things YouTube says, and try and create a package that looks like a proper YouTube channel. And I've spent 2 weeks like with a photo of me jumping in the air that took ages to like go out and shoot, and just all the Patreon is all set up called the swear box, so where all the swearing content will be and all the bloopers and all that shit, and all the merch. Like I've got full merch with the shopping trolleys, which used to be in the episodes, and who knows? And I'll tell you what I've learned. Yesterday I put out a video on YouTube, a demo, and it was the first video I've had that's kind of gone viral. Not viral in a big way, but in a way that was getting 150 views for every hour. And it's currently sitting at like 3,500 since I left the house.
Not bad. Not
So-
bad at all.
That's really good.
I'm starting to find the right places to put things, and I just hope it works, because who wants to be sitting around in a studio in a sweaty chair every day talking to a camera, where
Right.
be outside and take people places, and
Right.
and
Exactly.
maybe meet some of you guys, go overseas. Like, life's too short, man, to be sitting in a fucking room.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I got to get out a little bit more, and so, I kind of talked to. I've been enjoying your vlogging videos because for my work, I'm developing a channel that will be for the train stuff, and I will be going live and going to places and going to museums and riding trains and doing all that kind of stuff. So I'm watching with great interest what you're doing, and
Yeah.
and I'm going to steal everything that works.
hey, the best artists steal, right? That's the way.
That's right.
I just hope it works like ChatGPT has told me the way it works. So we're going to do the premiere. 2 episodes are going to drop alongside it, so people can go and watch 2 episodes straight away.
Oh, okay.
And then every day after that, every 2 to 3 days, a new episode will drop, and that's about 2 months, 2.5 months worth of content just dropping every 2 to 3 days. And then once all that's done, I'll have a whole new season or two under my belt, and then we continue. So
Okay.
that's
Oh,
the
I
way it's
see.
going to happen. Yeah,
No,
if
that's,
I've got the content already, there's all these people who have never seen it, right?
Right.
right.
Well, you have a back catalog to where it gives you a little bit of buffer to do, this stuff now, current.
Yeah, and they get to see the journey of how it has grown to what it is now, like you
Right.
guys saw when I started it.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
it's not dated either. Like I haven't gone. Today's January the 5th. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
some people, and with travel vlogs, you know how it goes. You just stumble across one and start watching. And if any of you have watched travel vlogs, you see one, and then all of a sudden, if you like it, you end up going down the rabbit hole like a Netflix thing, right? So
Yeah.
absolutely.
we'll see. I just want to get out and do more and keep losing weight and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we call a win-win-win.
Fingers crossed, hey? Right?
No, that would be good.
Yeah.
It'd be, you'd be a, you've had a lot of success with your music and everything, and you could be a breakout crossover star, doing something a little different.
I don't know about that.
Hey, why not? Aim high.
The hardest thing that we're going to have to, the whole trans thing is always the sticking point that some people are going to turn off and go, so whatever. But I don't give a fuck. I just filmed all the stuff, and I think the line was, I happen to be trans, deal with it. Not with the fingers, but that's the mention I put in the start because, it's got to be there, but I don't want it to be there, but it is there, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, that's...
Who cares? You either watch it and...
weed them out early. Weed the fuckers out early on.
Well, that's the thing, I mean, what are we watching there? The travel... As long as someone does not have an annoying voice, I'm in. And I don't care what they look like or anything else. But if your voice is annoying, and there is... Boomer's mentioned the train vlogs. There's a whole community of those guys. And there's two of them I just can't stand watching because these dudes have horrible voices. And one of them is restoring a steam locomotive. I'm fascinated by the topic, but I can't watch it because his voice is so bad.
But then there's a flip side of that, Chris, and that's like Keith Williams, right? The guy that puts you to sleep as you're listening to him talk. The next thing he's just lulling you to sleep.
Oh yeah, no,
there are people like that too that I have that I love their voices, but I love them so much that I can't even really understand what they're saying.
Oh yeah,
because you just put me in a la. I'm just like,
oh, absolutely. No, there is something to that. Was that series on Discovery TV, How It's Made, and it was out of Canada, and that dude's voice was. I'd turn that on. I never learned how anything was made because I just didn't make it far enough.
Exactly. I had a teacher like that, and she basically made me into a retard because I could not get anything she said.
Well, she didn't make you into a retard, but she didn't pull you from it either.
Right.
I mean, you didn't get dumber, but you didn't get smarter either.
She exposed my vulnerability as a whatever.
Another cool thing about launching this to a whole new audience, because that's the thing with YouTube, right? When you set up your channel, you set it to a music or whatever your channel's set to.
Right.
Now that this new one's in travel and vlogs, most of the shows, I think it's a good 70% of my shows have music backing from the community. So
there you go.
Still promoting our community over there and the music, and who knows, right?
Yeah,
people are going to hopefully click on your guys' music, and that's going to be something I'll try and continue as well because that's important to me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gary says the great thing about YouTube is when you find something new and watch it, sub to it, suggests you a ton of their content. That's it. It's like Netflix on steroids.
Yeah, well, that's why I get fed all kinds of train and guitar things, because it's like, you've shown an interest in this. You want some more? Yeah, I do. Thanks.
My problem is I've subbed so many that I don't really have the time to watch. You know what I mean? Even though I love all these channels, it's like I have to do things. I can't.
Yeah,
If
you have a life. Yeah,
yeah.
I pretty much only sub musicians in the community, or there's a few recording, engineering, producing channels that I sub, but very few.
The other thing too, what I'm excited about, I'll let you in on the Goss. I'm going on some fishing expeditions as well too. So going to go fishing and try and catch certain fish.
Okay.
It's going to expand into like you guys getting people to vote on some of the worst places to eat in Melbourne and having to go eat that shit.
Okay, that'll be fun.
It's like Gladys, but like not as dangerous, I guess.
Yeah, not as stomach churning inducing. Yeah.
Some of the usual stuff too. I can do some filler like staying in some of the worst hotels in Melbourne and Sydney.
Well, the fishing ones. I mean, people get all over that. People who are into fishing are into fishing.
I love fishing. So much, you know. So that's no cat food, Pookie, at all. No cat food.
Yeah. Done eating that.
Depends on if they send you some dodgy Chinese restaurant, I guess. You know, never know what's in those dim sims.
No.
I guess if they're dodgy enough, yeah, I suppose.
There's been a few raids, Doug.
It's not just urban myth. There is some basis for it.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to go and do some fish. Yes, Polvot, doing some fishing. Very exciting.
There's a guy who likes fishing. Yeah. Well, and I mean, YouTube tries to feed me fishing things. Everyone's like, hey, you want to see some guys catch bass? No. All right. Well, do you want to watch a woman in a bikini catch bass? I'm a little more interested, but no, still no. Nice try, but I'm not.
It's so easy here in Melbourne just to grab a fishing rod and jump on a train and head into the city that there's so many places to fish. Yeah. And I still have my license from when Brad was here.
That's funny.
Really? So, it lasts that long. We only get a year here.
I know. I've just kept renewing it, Doug.
Oh.
It only costs something like $80 a year. So
I mean, if I was into it, I mean, I could throw a baseball into the reservoir where some state record fish have been caught. I live in Colorado. I could go fly fishing with 30 minutes. I can lake fish. I'm just not into fishing. If I was, this would be a great place.
I would be if they had different regulations here, but the regulations in fishing has gotten to be so bad that it's like certain places that I grew up fishing in, because I'm still pretty close to that. I mean, I've moved away a few times, but I'm back to where I kind of started from. But there's a lot of like barbless hooks, catch and release, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's just like, why even go fishing? So I don't go fishing anymore. And I used to go fly fishing all the time. I used to tie my own flies, so.
Yeah, well, I've always kind of been when I do fish with my family, I'm a catch and release guy because I'm not going to eat them.
Oh, I always ate them, but the rules and regulations have changed since those days. Now it's like, so if you're going to go out and catch them and release them, what are you going to do? You're going to tear their mouths up and then throw them back in so they can die?
Yeah, well,
doesn't make much sense. So I don't fish much anymore.
I'm not sure those are the best, but I don't know.
Wow, they're like rubber anyway, right?
What do I know? I'm not a fish.
I always think about that. Like, there's this one guy I watch in Melbourne, and he keeps him out of the water for ages, gets the hook out finally, and then he's on a pier, and he's like fucking so high up, and he just goes, "See ya," just chucks.
Yeah, that's conservation. Yeah. No, I was always taught because stream fishing, and you cradle the fish in and you let the water run through their gills, and then they swim off, and
it's just there's just some really bad fishing channels out there. There's some really good ones as well. Look at some other content I'd love to do. I'd love to go to Indonesia, man, and jump on a boat and have them just, because they do these things where they just dump you on an island and they'll come pick you up in 2 days and see if you can survive on an island, right?
And you got some Mr. Beast content there.
Yeah.
Hey, just get myself a machete, right, and a fishing rod and a tent, and off we go. Climb a tree,
Surviving 48 hours on an abandoned island.
Yeah, I don't
get some
know.
coconuts. I think I'm an expert now. I've watched a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, you can do anything.
That's all it takes, right?
Well, that's the thing, right? Most of these guys started doing that, watching YouTube.
Yeah, true. Now, I know you could dump me off in the mountains, and if I had a fire starter, I'd be fine. And
Yeah.
for 48 hours, as some guy has correctly pointed out, I could go 48 hours without eating. I'd be just fine.
It's water you need. Water's
Yeah, you gotta have water.
Gotta
Gotta have water.
And I've watched enough of those things of them, finding a piece of plastic on the beach and getting the sun to bead off and it'll go down into a funnel. And then they get this much water off the day.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, gotta have the water.
But I mean, that stuff's going to cost money. So, you want to try and get the channel off the ground. And then,
Right. And that it's bringing in enough that you can, put it back into the show.
And I've watched enough channels who've done that, built it up. And I watched one of them. I watch a couple here in Australia. They've been doing this long enough that they've finally bought their first catamaran. And now they're sailing around the barrier reef, catching fish. And they started with nothing, right? They started with a dinghy, little metal dinghy. And,
gotta start somewhere, right?
You got to dream big, man. And if you fail big as well too. Who gives a shit?
I do have one fishing story I do have to share because this was such a bizarre thing, and this was when I lived in Spokane, and I just decided I was going to go fishing one day, so I went down to the Spokane River, down by the Bowl and Pitcher, which is a famous landmark in that river, and I caught this couple fish, right, and I brought them home. I didn't even know what they were. They were just like these big friggin' fish. And I brought them home. The only thing of it is these fish would not die. They just they breathe for hours. I mean, it's like seriously, and they were out of water and I just was like, I'm not gonna eat these fish. They're just I don't even know what kind of fish they are, and they won't die. And this river, I don't trust what's coming out of this river for one.
That's the thing, right? Around Melbourne, like there's a few, you wouldn't fish. You've seen, I'm taking you guys the Yarra River and stuff. You wouldn't eat anything out of the fucking Yarra, but the Yarra leads out into Port Phillip Bay, where you'd eat anything out of Port Phillip Bay. That's where me and Brad end up fishing out there.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of places you definitely shouldn't eat fish from.
Well, that's kind of I'll eat ocean fish, but I won't eat freshwater fish.
Well, that was the last time I ever fished in that river again. I never fished ever in that river after that. It's like I can't even identify what kind of fish these are, and they won't die. So no.
Probably best to not ingest those.
Well, thankfully here the government has, one thing the government does really well is they have really good reports on which rivers and lakes and shit not to eat food out of.
Yeah.
It's the one thing they do good, the government.
This was a long time ago. I don't think they had that report back then.
Right, yeah. It's a lifesaver, I'm sure. Or at least, a sick saver, or a diarrhea saver. You're probably not going to die, but you're going to...
No, you're just going to wish you did.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, please take me. I don't want to live anymore. No, that's the worst.
Well, yeah. Sorry, James.
Oh, that's how the Detroit River is.
Oh, well, yeah. Michigan's famous for their bad water. I mean, Flint. Let's talk about Flint.
Ooh,
They are, but I mean, Nestle is also in Michigan, who pumps Michigan spring water for all their water. So also think about that. So
yeah, the irony.
Yeah, the yin and the yang, right?
Yeah.
But the Detroit River, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't touch anything in there. I wouldn't even jump in it.
Yeah, I feel you in that respect. God, the water. Well, even when I say I'll eat any ocean fish, I will not eat Gulf oysters. The Gulf is just too polluted, and oysters, any of those kind of bivalves, suck everything through them. They're filter fish, and they're filtering all that crap. And then my old man eats them all the time, and he's gotten really sick multiple times. Like, what are we doing here? So yeah,
Well,
I will only eat West Coast, East Coast oysters, and only from specific zones.
but you'll eat Rocky Mountain oysters, right?
I have eaten Rocky Mountain oysters. I don't think they're that good, but
I've never really eaten them before.
You know what I want to eat? I want to eat a spider conch.
okay.
You would have seen them. It's like a big shell with the points coming off it.
Right. No, I'm familiar with it, but I don't recall anybody ever saying they ate one. I imagine you can.
Like I've seen so many shows where they do, like, if they haven't caught a fish and they find a bunch of spider conch, you chuck them on the fire, man, and then smash the shell open, and it's like this huge strip of, like, they say it tastes like octopus, a mixture of octopus kind of, but it's just this huge chunk of meat. It looks so delicious, and everybody I've seen who eat them say that it's just delicious.
Okay.
It's on my bucket list to find a spider conch and cook it.
Well, I can't think of a shellfish that I haven't eaten or wouldn't try.
I've had octopus before, but it was really tough. It was like really chewy.
Well, it just means it was poorly cooked.
Overcooked, yeah.
Yeah, there are some, like scallops are the same way. You can ruin scallops in a hurry if you overcook them.
Yeah, you gotta be gentle with that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
they get rubbery. I mean, seared scallops are great, but you got to control the sear.
Yeah.
Now, fresh. Would you eat fish out of like Lake Michigan?
No.
Because that's like an ocean. You can't even see the other side of it.
No, I know. It's a huge lake, but it's still a freshwater lake.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
I would eat.
That one's
I would
clean.
eat something out of Michigan before I would eat something out of Lake Erie. I don't think
Well,
any,
again,
I
Lake
don't think
Erie
anything
is...
can. I don't think anything can even live in Lake Erie, can it?
No, absolutely. Lake Erie is fairly clean anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually swam in Lake Erie.
Okay.
Now,
Well, it used to not
once
be.
upon a time, oh God, no.
It was
all
like the
the
worst of
industrial.
all of them. Yeah.
But I mean, it's a two-part thing. We've cleaned up things, and the Environmental Protection Agency was started by Nixon, and they've had a lot of good effect. And a lot of the industrial things that were the polluters are no longer in business, or they've cleaned up their act.
Yeah.
Not 100%. But
That's going to be in any body of water, really. But
exactly.
yeah, I was just wondering. I know because the Great Lakes. I mean, they create their own weather system, and they're massive, and that's why I was like,
yeah, it's crazy. All right.
I can't wait to get a new fishing rod, some soft plastics. I mean, you don't even need bait to go out. Check on a soft plastic. After you go, mate. Chili says gross. Poor guy.
Yeah, well,
You're
again,
right.
that's one of those things that not everybody. My late in-laws, we'd go to restaurants, and he's like, "I don't know how you're eating that stuff," but he was a Kansas farm boy, and he and seafood were not acquainted.
Yeah,
He would eat shrimp cocktail. I think that was the only thing he would eat that was remote. Seriously, that was remotely.
That's pretty remote.
Yeah. I know one time I ordered shark, and he's like, "Why are you eating that?" I said, "Because it's good."
My big weakness is lobster. I just love lobster.
yeah, I like lobster.
I like it small. I had lobster ravioli at the Italian place that we went to Monday, and that was good. But that's it's a good shellfish. It's not my favorite. It's one of those ones.
mine.
I think it's a little overrated. I prefer crab to lobster.
I don't. Not even close.
Oh
I'll
man,
take-
I would love to go mud crabbing. Oh man, that's like on my bucket list to find a man.
Well, that's an activity.
Go-
That's not. That's
Yeah,
totally
but you-
different.
Then to cook them on the fire and get a huge lollipop claw, that would be so amazing, man.
Exactly like that too.
Man,
Yeah, see, folks, we did eventually get to the food portion of the show.
course.
Because, well, we got to eat, right? Some people eat to stay alive. You got to do that. Some of us eat for pleasure. Or some of us do it for the combo.
I used to do it for pleasure when I was living in my old house and I was in the city. I was like, you had every single fucking place around you that you could possibly want to go eat something. So, and I live, alone. I don't have people cooking for me. So it was every day I was going out to eat somewhere, getting something to eat, lunch, dinner. And then when I moved out here, there is no restaurants. There's nothing near me for miles and miles and miles. And so I buy groceries and eat here and switched up the diet. And now it's the mentality of I used to be like, let's go grab some food. I eat all the time, 24/7. I'm hungry. I'm feeling it a little bit. All right, let's go eat. Now it's I'll wait a little bit because I don't want to cook that. I gotta wait because I know I gotta cook it, and that's the only way I'm gonna get food. So. And I just put it off for a few more hours.
Well, things are probably going to change for me here soon with my eating stuff because I haven't been able to eat like normal for a while. And that's going to be changing very soon. And I'm going to be able to eat like a friggin' maniac again. So I'll probably start gaining weight.
Yeah.
I got onto these new things, right? You can't get them. You can only get them here. Right? I saw this review on YouTube. This food guy I watch. They're called nom boxes. There you go. There's one. It's a nom box.
Okay.
All right. So this one's chicken Alfredo, but it's like Thai green curry. They're fucking like these. Are they called MREs? What they eat in space or the army and shit?
Yeah.
You get two. So you get the noodle, the spaghetti, and the sachet. And they're from Thailand, right? There's no artificial shit in them. Like, you read it's all, when you put it in there, the sauce, it's all like, you can see all the stuff, right? All the ingredients, it's just no bullshit. They're $4, man, a pop.
Wow.
$4. Right?
Can't beat that for.
So this pay, because I'm on this huge diet, I bought 20 of them. And, one every 2 days. It's such an easy product to eat. And it's fucking awesome. Fucking some of the best tasting little meals I've ever had in my life.
Huh.
Yeah, it beats the hell out of mac and cheese, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's $2 here.
I thought it was going to be really, dodgy, but yeah, military regulation. Yeah. So, hey,
I have mac and cheese once in a while. I like it.
I love mac and cheese, but I do homemade. The stuff in the box has so much. And I mean, it tastes delicious, but it's so bad for you. It's like there's no actual cheese in there.
No, I know.
Cheese
and that's
product.
Right. And if it had cheese in it, I probably wouldn't be able to eat it. That's because, well, I will be able to eat it shortly because when I get my little problem thing taken care of, then, when they take my gallbladder out, then I'll be able to eat whatever the fuck I want again. But cheese, yeah, I can't eat cheese much.
Yeah, well, without your gallbladder, you will have to watch your fat intake for a while.
Yeah, I know.
A little bit. I recommend chili. I recommend this one, the chicken Alfredo, the bolognese, and the Thai green curry. There, those three are sick. Really good. You can only get them from Coles, chili, so you can't get them from Woolies.
I don't think those are over here though.
No, they're from Thailand. They're actually made in Thailand.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll say hi to Wild Warlock, who's a fellow Aussie. G'day to you. I think you're new to the show. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah.
My time. Mid-morning for you guys.
At least I'm not talking about food. Wow.
Yeah. Well,
It had to get there some point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it took him this long, so he's doing good. He showed remarkable restraint.
Well, I got those things because I'm trying to eat smaller portions. I don't know. Chili might need 2 of them, but one of them for me because I'm currently, doing the jabby jab.
Right.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm currently doing the
Yeah.
jabby
Yeah.
jab.
Which?
Sorry, Doug. For those of you who don't understand, Doug.
Yeah. No, I do the jabby jab every night, so I do.
Right.
I get that plus the other thing you just got him doing. So
Right.
Well, he glazes his donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
man.
I have my jabby jab thing. I have to. It's so bad because I've got like this side over here is kind of fat, and over here it's not so much. So, and I try to get 3 jabs per needle because they cost money, right? And usually the first 2 are no problem, but by night number 3, it can be no problem or it can be a problem. But the first night is usually on the side where there's no fat because it doesn't hurt so much. And then after that, then we start banking on the fat. The problem of it is I've been doing this for too many years. I've been a diabetic for like going on 20 years soon. And this side over here is like a friggin' Goodyear tire because it's like leather over here now.
Yeah.
I've noticed, Doug, too, because when I started doing the jabby jab, I was much bigger, right? So, I've lost a lot of weight. So it didn't hurt, but now I have to actually pinch and grab because the needle's going into the muscle if I don't do that, right? That's not fun. That causes some
What I've
pain.
done too is like when I grab and do the pinchy pinch, I kind of violent with it a little bit because it and I learned that from a dentist because the dentist, when they give you your shot of Novocaine, they'll kind of jiggle your jaw, and it sort of takes I don't know, it just sort of makes it not as painful.
Right.
So I've kind of noticed that just to,
All right, and I'll point out we've morphed back into the medical portion of the show because
ailments portion now.
Yeah, exactly. It's a thing.
Well, I don't think we've ever talked about the jabby jab thing on this show before.
The jabby jab. I just hate saying that. I hate saying the word Ozempic, right? Because people get so weirded out about it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck off.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
Whatever, man. It's a bunch of amino acids. Who cares? Fuck. Whatever.
Yeah.
So who's got music coming out?
I got nothing right now.
Me too.
I'm working on some stuff, but I don't know when it'll see the light of day. I finished up a collab with Laurie, and I'm finishing up the filming, editing part to send her tomorrow. But other than that, I got nothing on tap anytime soon. I'm still trying to work on videos for some of my older stuff and get it out because. I finally got the first charity album. I finally got the video out for that last year. And so now I'm on the second album and trying to get a little bit of that done. And I don't know when I'll.
I'm
the
waiting
third
for all
album
these.
I fucked up and put 3 songs on it. I don't know when I'll ever get to those.
I do have to do that video thing for Laurie on that collab I've done, but I'm waiting for the collabs I've done. I mean, I've done my part. I'm just waiting for them to materialize in the real world,
That's why I don't do collabs.
Yeah.
Not because of me waiting for them, because I know I'm shit at getting back.
That part I did get done, so I'm not. It's like I don't. Well, I think I might have a couple things wait on my platter.
My own stuff I put off forever, but I don't do that to Laurie unless.
No, Laurie, no, definitely not.
No, because she'll have you whacked.
Yeah, I don't.
Not in a fun way.
No, just relax, take your time, but I need it by Friday. Type.
Yeah.
So there's that. So
Yeah, when she says no rush, she means 3 days.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's got to stay on top of it. I like to tease her about it, but that's what she has to do.
Right. And I probably need to do that a little bit more myself because, like I said, I'm waiting. It's like I've done my part. Now, where's
Yeah. Well, it's just that basic being respectful of one another's time.
Okay, well, you're waiting on something. Do something else in the meantime.
I am. I'm doing stuff all the time.
Okay.
I won't make hand gestures because I get in trouble every time I do that shit.
Well, unless they're really entertaining.
No, I'm about I'm definitely a few months behind on drum covers, collaborations, and some of them are originals. Yeah. So there's that. But none of them are like my originals, but
I need to get back into doing some music for a change instead of just doing the shit that I'm doing. I mean, I'm still doing music, but I'm not really turning out anything.
I had like a 3-month or 2-month span where I was like not feeling anything for a little bit, and then I got sick, which lasted like 3 weeks. So then there's another like month down the drain, and
Yeah, it happens.
Then I got back to him, and then I got into a side project that I'm working on that I mentioned earlier, and I'm pretty much working on that because I'm trying to get it done. And then if you're, with me at least, trying to learn a song, and it's like, all right, I just spent all day working on this, and I forgot everything that I was working on that song. So it's been kind of difficult.
Yeah,
Doug.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 15 projects unfinished. Just my own projects, because you start them on the channel and go, oh, I'm going to start this new thing, and then the workload of the channel just crushing
gets in the way, right?
Yeah, there's no time, man. I would love to be making more music, but does it pay the bills? No.
Well, that's the thing, and that's James's thing. His side project is putting money in his pocket, so you got to do that. That's I'm
don't pay the bills, got nowhere to live, right? So
that's problematic.
Yeah.
YouTube is, unfortunately, I love doing it, and I put every single thing I got into it, but it doesn't pay the bills.
No, very few. I mean,
right?
Jade, keeps her head above water, but YouTube just doesn't pay the bills for a lot of people. Just how it is.
Yeah, you just got to. I just keep above water each month, right? We're just treading, and hey, that's fun. That's like a cat and mouse game. I just wish YouTube would, I don't know, kind of like explain things a little bit better when they make changes. Just.
I don't even think they understand what the fuck they're doing half the time. So.
No, their communication skills are challenged.
I think the problem is they've let AI just take over everything now.
Probably, yeah.
Right?
And probably a lot of their functions as well, and not for anybody's benefit.
I wonder if KY jelly would work for the chair.
Probably, but that's water-based, and your humidity there, it might not last.
And
might have to go to the old Vaseline.
Vaseline, yeah. Petroleum jelly, yeah.
Depends, Doug. Do you have a pump bottle or a squirt bottle?
Both.
Got to keep lubed up.
Doug's equipped for action.
Wow.
Lubriderm CQ.
Jeez, well, the things you know.
Yeah,
and the things you wish you didn't.
I've always tried to make this channel educational, and I sometimes regret that.
Doug, what are we going to do with you?
I don't know. I think what we're probably going to do, because we've gone serious overtime tonight, which has been great because we've had good conversation, but I think it's probably about time to wrap it up.
Nice one.
So any final words, James Myers?
Nope, I said everything I needed to say. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for having me on, Chris. Rock and roll.
It is my pleasure. How about you, Dougie?
Oh, well, I got to say one thing, and that's, since Brad's not here, fuck you, Brad.
Oh, there you go.
But I love you anyway, so.
We all love Brad. And Jade Starr, you get the almost last word.
Thanks for providing a space to hang out with good friends. All you in the chat, you all rock. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you around the traps, I guess.
Now that sounds good. Well, I thank everybody for being here. I'll take us out with a song that I don't know that I've actually ever heard. I think I caught part of it on maybe Pete's show a couple weeks ago, and so this is Ghost World and S.B. Killington, and the song is called Addictive Flavors, and we will see you all next Thursday night. Thanks for being here. You guys make the show. And see everybody tomorrow night, Fridays, on the various shows. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Later.
One case, now I'm gone. Pull me in all wrong. Bittersweet, can't fight. You're my vice all night. Addictive flavor running through my mind. I can't be a savior. Lost souls I can't find. Satan on my shoulder. Been praying everything, been fraying on the edge. Be saying lately, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just playing. Satan, addictive flavor. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. Satan, addictive flavor. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. Neon drips from your lips, call me wire. Candy coated lies, yeah, you feed my desire. Heartbeat racing like a glitching code. Every touch is different, overload. Static in my brain when you say my name. Sweet poison in my veins. I don't feel the same. Every night I chase what I can replace. You're a different kind of drug I can't escape. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. Satan, addicted flavor. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. You got addicted flavors. I can't get enough. Every kiss is danger. But I crave your touch. Yeah, you break me later. But I still come back. Addicted flavors. Addicted flavors. Running through my mind. I can't be your savior. Lost souls I can't find. Satan, addictive flavors. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. Satan, addictive flavors. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. Satan, addictive flavors. Satan on my shoulder, running through my mind. Satan, I can't be your savior. Satan on my shoulder, lost souls I can't find. sitting on my shoulders. Been praying everything, been fraying on the edge. Be saying lately, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just playing.